And hello, we're live again. Who do we got here? Andre D'Angelo. Andy is here. MC is here. Papa's Place. Booze and Bullets. Good to see you guys. Tactical Fud is here. Starting to roll in. How you doing, Andy? Oh, he's muted.
I was waiting for it to. There goes the phone right at the moment we go to chat.
It's a cluster.
Hold on, gotta go to airplane mode.
Okay. Papa's Place. He's gonna print. He's gonna print that tomorrow. We'll see how it works. The riser thing, and then your part. Yeah. So appreciate that. What else? Why do I look like a tomato in this lighting every time? I don't know. I'm not red, people. I look red. It's the lighting, I guess. Uncle Jim is not a tomato. Tomato.
Uncle Jim looks cold.
Or a tomato. If you're Vincent is here. Do you want to say hi real quick, Vincent? All right, let's talk to Vincent for a minute.
Hi, I haven't seen you for a while.
Hey, Vincent. Sorry about last week.
No, you're okay. Well, can you unblock me, please? Because I'm blocked.
How are you blocked?
I don't know, like last year, like in April, you said, is that David Antonio? You keep changing your name, David Antonio. What? Hi there.
I'm just gonna show. Don't worry.
Okay.
Not bothering you, okay?
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Everyone.
Okay. So I haven't seen you for a while.
Who are you talking to? Your family?
Yeah, by myself. Oh, look at that. It's me. Vincent. Vincent.
Okay, Vincent. All right. So we got to get back to the chat, but I wanted you to be able to say hi. Okay.
All right. Hi.
All right. Oh, he gone. Okay. Fuzzy is here. Yeah, Vincent tried to get on last week, and I forgot about him. He was down and below on the pictures there. Anyway, Fuzz is here. Jag is here. West Covina Dodge is here. Pat, James Pollard is here. Pat, today was the first plow day, and I didn't do a Jamaican bobsleigh run, and we got dumped on. I have some video, but don't know if I'm even going to post it. None of our chains were on. One of my quads I overfilled with oil when I changed it, and I knew I had to get back to it. So I was doing that on the cold floor, taking some of the oil back out. So yeah, it was a cluster today. 6-shooter Texan's here. Hey, 6-shooter Texan. This week is the week, this season is the time to buy a scope on sale. I've been seeing a lot of scopes on sale, but not sure what you like. The vortexes they're blowing out. I like the adjustable for your yardage. I agree. Sent you a set of ice skates. Yeah, man, what really wet, deep snow this morning, and it was supposed to stop. Now it's going to be all sunny, but no chains. So the first run down, I had to be really careful because it was squirming. It was ready to go off the cliff. And then coming up, not good traction because like you're pushing a couple 100 pounds. It's just wet, deep. Anyway, enough whining.
Wet and deep, huh?
Oh, yes.
Did it pack well?
It's
Good packing snow?
yeah, I can make snowmen out of it, that's for sure. But it's the worst plowing or blowing snow because
Yeah, I know.
it clogs and sticks to everything. You should see it. My first pass down, all I have is this giant mound in front of me. I'm pushing, and it was sideways, of course, and it wouldn't go sideways.
It's always the first pass that's the hardest, though.
It wasn't just that. It was I didn't have chains on, and the tires are getting bald, and so I was going to do the bobsled run, and I was going to start off with all the excuses why I don't want to do this year. I'm getting too old. All my injuries, all this stuff that's going on lately. And I was going to do a funny skit on it and all that. And I decided, no, I'm not going down there because I need to plow. So we can get to the post office, which we never did. Anyway, that's my day.
Yeah, my day was nothing special. I got to cast my new mold. It's blown me up.
Coming. There you go.
Let's see how I'm going to do this. This is a Type 3 wad cutter.
Oh, mm-hmm.
It's 158 grains.
Okay, good.
Lead. It's between 95 and 96 grains in zinc. It is a button nose.
That looks like the Lee 6 cavity I have. Yeah.
This is a Type 3. This is the Lyman 358432.
Okay.
And hold on. Gotta get some more light here. Where is it? There we go. That's in a 38. Damn this thing. I'm like, yeah, so coordinated today.
Okay, so you loaded it up one.
Well, that's dummies.
Oh, you're
I
just
loaded. I made 3 dummies.
to check your Rossi chamber.
Put it in the Rossi. Bing! They chambered perfectly.
Oh yeah, the 357s are gonna love 38s unless they got feeding issues or something, but they're gonna love it.
That's 38.
Now I've shot those and I still have a whole bin of them. Let me take you off of here. Where I loaded them backwards for levers, so nothing. It's flat against the primer just to see. I even did a video, I think, backwards versus forwards.
Well, this is not a hollow base. This is a
I know.
flat base. Oh, you loaded it backwards?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a test with groups, and the nipple out shot a little better, but it was surprisingly very similar. So I still got probably 100 and something rounds of those loaded backwards.
Yeah, I casted about 100 or so of these today in zinc.
Yeah.
Till 96 grains, and at 3.2 grains of bullseye, they're going to be flying.
Yeah. Remember Mike Treen, our buddy that passed away?
Uh-huh.
Super nice guy. I sent him a Lyman 2 cavity, just like that bullet.
Yeah, this was a 2 cavity.
Yeah.
I bought it. I ordered it. I got it in, and I was a little skeptical. The pictures I own aren't always the best on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new, never used.
Nice. Yeah, this one was in beautiful shape also.
First all I did was hose it down with brake cleaner or carb cleaner, whichever it was.
Yeah.
Blow it off, heat it up. First 2 bullets, perfect.
Yeah, those molds work so good. The 2-cavity steel molds are just awesome.
So I'm going to be loading. I worked up load data for my Winchester powder. So I got to make a ladder group of them. So hopefully you may want to look at Ion's 1X compact prism scope. It's on sale, 104 outside my. Oh, okay.
William Gainley is here, by the way. Yeah, for people that are got the stigmatism, try one of those prisms. Just beware of magnified prisms, because you gotta be this close, okay? And they have like Monstrum has a 5 power, Primary has a 3 and a 5, I believe. And you got to be so close with the magnification. They got to fix that. They got to do something about that.
I think I'm not going to go with a scope at the moment. I'm using that cheap red dot that I experimented with.
Ooh, it's the season for red dots right now. I
know. I'm not worried about it, though. I mean, I wish I had. I mean, the bad weather's here. I can't even get out and shoot. I'm trying to get one day more in the shoot the rifle. And what I would like to, I'd have to speak to a couple of people, maybe Chris from the 740. He might have a green dot laying around that I can borrow, put on the rifle, and see if I like the green over the red.
Yeah.
Before I make any investment. But all I can tell you is I put it on there. I pulled it up. It was right there. I didn't have to look for the dot. I pulled it up 3 times. There was the dot. So
Cool.
now, well, when Kenny comes back, if he comes on tonight, back to Hasbro. He shot today. Boom! Another explosion.
Today?
Yep.
Well, okay. I thought he had this figured. There he is. I thought he had this figured out.
Oh, there he is.
With starting with the actual bullet itself instead of thinking 90.
Well,
I know he's got it figured out. So
no, he doesn't have it figured out. We talked already this evening. He's got the overall length correct and all that stuff. It fits the gun and all that stuff. He sent me some pictures of.
Well, hang on a second. Here's a link if you want to come on, Hasbro.
And
If you don't, that's fine. We're not gonna,
And the chamber, the pictures he sent, I shown the chamber with the bolt closed. There's got to be better than an 1/8 inch of case, maybe more, sticking out.
There's sidewall showing. Yeah, you got to watch out. A lot of companies do that on blowbacks.
But that's the barrel that we talked about last week with Kenny.
Yeah, I know.
And
he has a CMMG that has a little bit. So I went in to grab mine, which I never used, and I've had mine 3 years before his, and mine is supported. I did a whole video on this, by the way, but I never uploaded it. Anyway, his same brand barrel is cut more than my older one.
It was like what Connie, well, he put pictures out, but it's like what, he came on, he went and looked through I gave him the link to come on and look at the video at whatever, 17 minutes when we all started talking about it with the barrel. And he saw it. It's exactly what he's got. He's got that big dish, that big chamfer. And so he loaded it up below min and worked his way up with CFD pistol. And I forgot what grain he got to, 4.2 or something like that, 4.4.
He's here.
Yeah, I know. And he had a problem. There he is. Maybe he'll be able to show something.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going? What's your first name, by the way?
Brian.
Oh, Brian. Okay, Brian.
Mhm.
Yeah. Also, in that video, before I forget, I had a 45 barrel out, and I showed that, and that one actually went inside the chamber, totally covering. I mean, it's deeper than others I've seen, and I have another 45 that I use. You know, but I was showing the differences, and I was. It's surprising how much they vary on those kind of guns.
Yeah, I mean, and then I went on. I spent a lot of time and went and get into the heavy conversation with him back and forth with text. First thing I did was bring up quick loads, and they don't even have CFE powder. And my date is 1 year old, so I bought it about a year ago, so I had the latest at that point.
Well, I have that bullet in lead.
Yeah,
Kenny has the mold, and
right.
Kenny shoots them in zinc.
Zinc.
I shoot them in lead. You know, they're about 147, I think. Some might have to go weigh them around there. Maybe a little heavier with powder coat, and but I use Winchester 231 and it's stacked right. Kenny uses the same powder.
Yeah.
From what I recall.
I'm using, again, I use Tight Group.
Mhm.
I've done Bullseye, and I use my Winchester WSH powder, which I have to find the load, you know. And doesn't matter what I use, I have no issues, okay?
Well, okay, my question is, were you going off the actual, say you loaded that bullet in lead? Did you go off of that? Because that's how I would do it, or at least guesstimate close to that, because it's a lighter bullet anyway. And then I'd see if it racked the gun and everything, and then work my way up. Because, you know, what I was getting at, a 90 grain bullet is half the size of the length of that bullet. So when you're seating it lower. Even if you leave it out, then it's not going to chamber. You know, it's going to hit the lands.
He was wrong the first time. Well, he can talk. He was wrong the first time.
Yeah, let's hear what he has to say.
He got it figured out. Walter gave him information too. He's got information from Walter and me, and they matched the overall lengths and stuff like that.
Yeah, but okay, Walter doesn't do exotic loads like we do. You know, he's by the book pretty much. You know, and
yeah, but he used 4 grain. He goes from 3.8 to 4 grains of Tight Group, and the same length, 1.09, give or take a hair. You know,
0.95.
1.095. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Hasbro. You tell your story.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Andy. What it did initially, you know, on the first one, I had a problem with the case head separation. I was too long, for sure. And then using that app the way I used it, I was over pressure. And I used that app the way that interface is built. But that's the thing that Walter showed me. He said if you just don't put any grain weight in there, it shows you another bullet. I want to started lower. So this time, we started much lower. The recommended charges started at 5.2 grains for a 90 grain bullet.
Okay, but that's my point. You're going off a 90 grain bullet. That is not a 90 grain bullet as far as the body goes. That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, that's what we talked about. So I made sure I was not long this time. In fact, I was a 1.095. I actually took the barrel and the bolt out and checked the overall length with them manually together. Checked them again when the gun was back together, just slowly closed it, no resistance. I definitely was not in the lands. And then we just talked about the charges, and this is what we talked about. So we started with the powder charges at the low end of the 90 grain, but I actually started below that. So I started it's supposed to be 5.2. So I started at 4.8. Those shot fine. I shot at 5.0. Those shot fine. I'm checking every single brass, looking for that area that's, you know, it's kind of scary now that I see how little is supported in that barrel. So then I get to 5.2 today, and 4 shots in a row were fine. And then the 5th shot actually squibbed it. it stuck in the barrel. It only went in the barrel maybe an inch, and then the whole thing exploded back at me. Well, fortunately, in that AR, it just blew straight down and out the port. So I was fine, but I sent Andy a picture of it. It looks like an octopus. Case head is still there, and you go out and you got all these petals that just split off of it, and it measured it all the way back.
Mhm.
And that round was stuck hard. I actually had to drill it out from the backside and then drive it out. You couldn't drive it back out.
And those bullets are sized, right?
Yeah, they should have been sized 3.55.
That's exactly what they were, 355 to 3555. I checked them.
Because it's
Well, what I
hard.
did was then I checked the bullet that squibbed in there, because it becomes a pretty good version of what that barrel was.
I can
And so I
imagine.
checked it.
Yeah, hard to get
And-
out too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2.5 to 3 thousandths smaller than the 355 dimension. So I think my barrel is too small. It's on the low end probably of what they have for tolerances. And I'm building high pressure because that zinc just doesn't displace like lead does.
No.
And that's just what I'm wondering is what's happening.
Yeah, I would just, when I saw how they fluted, if you want to call it fluted, chamfered it, I was, on your first video, I was like, I wish you would have showed a size or a factory round so you can see how supported it is. And then the second one you did, and I was like, my God, that's, and there's other barrels out there that do the same thing. Anyway, when I was doing 10 millimeter, I had range brass, and I'd size them first and then put them in the gauge. And the ones that don't go in are going to be an issue because of the either a Smiley, like a Glock or something, or a 10 millimeter or
Right.
a 1911 that's unsupported barrel, or but then I found some with a ring all the way around the collar, and I was like, okay, this is a PPC gun. There's new 10 millimeter PPC guns out there, and this thing had a ring all the way around. And that I say it in that video. This is a PPC gun. Somebody's over chamfering that thing.
And I'm seeing that, on the lower powder charge, you could see evidence of the ring, but there was no bulge, right? Which isn't a good thing, but there was no bulge. And the one that went off today was the 5.2 charge, was the minimum for the 90 grain charge. And you could see on the primer, I don't know if you saw the pictures there or not, but the primer it almost looks like it's brand new. It's not even halfway flattened. It's just rounded over. And so pressure is not the issue, but I don't know. It freaked me out because I've never had a squib, literally never.
What's
and
the
let alone one like that. I mean, it made it an inch into the barrel, and that was it.
Yeah, but did it go pop or did it go bang when you pulled the trigger?
Yep.
Have
I knew
you
you know right away, right? The sound is wrong.
Right.
Mhm.
My chronograph still registered 875 feet per second, though, because I haven't set up with a recoil trigger on the lab radar, so it caught the recoil of it, driving it back into me.
Hmm. Let's see. Reloader 762 is here. Jag is here. And who did I miss? Cold Hearted Bastards here.
Hey, Jag will explain it to you. It's the Lyman 9 millimeter mold. It's 147 grain.
I can go grab a bullet right now.
I don't have one here. 147 grain in lead, and it's 91 grains in zinc. All right. Now the question I had, Hasbro, you filled the cases, so I don't know how much. How much case fill you get from CFE pistol? If it's a bulky powder, that could be a problem. I don't know CFE.
This is what I'm getting. Have you measured the difference between that bullet seated and the 90 grain, the internal volume? That's what I'm getting at. So have you measured that difference? Because the bigger bullet, you got less volume, you're going to have more pressure.
I can easily measure. I know it's not compressed, but I can measure that because I could visually see in the case it was maybe a third of the way up the case, and then the bullet setting down in it. There's no way it was compressed, but I can do that measurement. I got several rounds on our tear down now. I can figure that out.
Well, there's plus B rounds that aren't compressed, so you got to worry. It's the volume difference. That's why, toss out that 90 grain. Forget about that for now. Concentrate on the long bullet and what your volume is compared to that 90. A 90, a 90 and that was a hollow point, right? The data. The hollow point makes it even shorter on your overall length because your calipers are hitting a flat spot. So the overall length compared to the 147 grain bullet should be way different. As far as internal volume,
but I'm questioning the powder.
You got to worry about the internal volume because it's a longer bullet.
But that's I don't know CFE pistol. Tight group, which most of us have used, is 3.8 to 4 grains. It doesn't make a dent in the case. You know how much powder is in it. Okay, but if CFE pistol is filling it up 3 times as much as tight group, then that's probably the problem. It might be just the powder.
Yeah, I haven't used CFE pistol either.
I did load the same time tight group rounds because I was going to shoot those right after that, right? And they were recommended loads that Walter gave me and all that sort of stuff. And visually and weight wise, they look actually really close as far as volume goes. I do 4 grains of one and 4 grains of the other. Then I bumped them up and they were virtually identical. So it looks like volume wise, they're similar. Density wise, I don't know. But.
I don't know. I mean, I did went out on the internet for you looking around and 9mm loads and stuff. And a lot of people were saying they don't like CFE in 9mm. So I don't know. There's not a lot of load data for that powder for 9mm.
Yeah, Chris had been using it for a couple of years now in competition. And so I started using it. And I haven't had any issue with my pistols.
Yeah, but I don't know where it is on the burn rate shot. I should look that up. Let me see if I can.
So
I love CFE black, but never tried the pistol because I have powders I love. So I haven't tried it.
Right.
It's kind of like a.
Yeah, well, at least this time nothing broke. So the gun survived. I survived, but it's like I'm kind of tired with these problems,
I know you got away with it twice now. You got the lives of a cat.
Yeah, it's like, man, what's next? I'm down to 7 lives, I think.
Next is slugging that bore and then calling the company and ask them, is my bore supposed to be this size? Is it supposed to be unsupported like that?
Yep.
Well, he's got a bullet. He's got a bullet out of it. He knows what the measurements are.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna check those. I was just doing you checking it with calipers. Well, I'm gonna take it to work and use mics and get some real good numbers. And then if that barrel's too small, I'll be getting a hold of Aero Precision. You can guarantee that.
AR is here. Yeah. Hopefully you can figure it out.
Wow. CFE is a very slow powder.
And from your last week's show, I think Uncle Jim, you sent me a message about that. I went back and watched what Kenny had to say, and I think it's very likely I'll just shoot lower power rounds, and probably just cast and copper rounds now in this barrel. I'm gonna get that other barrel, the different kind of feed ramps and more support around the case that Kenny mentioned.
Well, the one Kenny mentioned might need their bolts, so just go with just go with well, you know what I'm going to say, Andy, but barrels aren't that expensive, so that's good. You need a flat face bolt to match yours. What was I going to say? Man, I forgot what I was going to say. Universal is bulky. What was it? I lost track.
The hydrogen CFE pistol is number 45 on the chart.
Slow powder. Okay, slow powder. Usually, if I'm doing like 5.7, 10 millimeters, slow powder, usually I'm not going to say. I'm going to say maybe possible likes heavier bullets.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, tight group is number 15. There's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
And even 231 is number 29. HP 38, Winchester 231, 2829 on the list. So maybe it's the burn rate of the powder for the lightweight bullet.
Yeah, there's certain powders that show up in your manuals once the weight of the bullet goes up.
Yeah, they disappear.
Right now, I was going to fool around with number 7 powder, and it likes certain things, you know.
Hey, chessboard.
Chessboard is here. Chessboard, I'm too old to wear a shirt like that.
The shirt was a joke.
I'm not wearing a shirt like that. That's
No,
not,
he wants to send you something else, not like that. The shirt was a joke.
all right. Yeah, but first I'd contact the company once you know what it's slugged at. I'd still run a lead slug through it just in case.
Yeah, I can do that.
Once you whack on them backwards, they're a little different. You know, a soft piece of lead ball, whatever you got.
I've got a couple 147s that are cast that are highly tapered flat noses, and they're about 3 thousandths over what the bore diameter should be. So I think maybe I can use that as slug. If not, I'll make one or cast one. You know,
something really soft. Yeah.
Yeah, if you got any weights, melt some of it up and pour yourself a 124 grain bullet or something.
Yep.
Slug it with that. Yeah, it's the only thing that I see because I should have looked on the powder chart. The CFE pistol is slow. It's made for heavy. It looks like it's made for heavier bullets.
Well, wait a minute.
You can guarantee I'm tearing them all down now, and I'll get rid of the CFE pistol loads. There's no doubt of that.
Well, I'm sure it's good for other things, not that gun, maybe, but hell.
If you search around,
I shot it successfully in 115 and 124s, but copper jacketed, right? So
right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
but I have a lot of other powders to try. So
a copper jacketed bullet is actually softer than a zinc bullet because when it goes down the barrel, it can compress because of the lead inside of it. Zinc doesn't have that. There is no compression.
And what I was wondering too is it was the zinc equivalent of leading. I cleaned the barrel when and trying to knock it out and clean everything up, and there was some in there, and I kept cleaning it and I got it all out. But could that have contributed? Was it building up and causing that round to then?
I've never had a zinc buildup in any of the guns I shoot, which is all my guns I shoot zinc in. So you having a different issue, which could have made you get some zinc fouling. You know what I'm saying? The bullets.
Because they were moving fairly fast. The ones that went through before that, the 4.8, I was standing in, was like right at 1400. The 5.0 was right at 15.
Well,
close to 1500. So they're moving pretty quick, and that was getting my attention to where I wasn't going past 5.2 anyway.
Well,
I don't understand the squib with the warm load. How did it? That's weird. It has
3 to 4 perfect.
It has to be the bore or something's going on because you could almost, hardly have any powder, accidentally and still get it out of the barrel. It depends what the barrel is.
Yeah.
In pistols. But, yeah. Now, I'm going to get that backwards. Slow powder, heavy, because I use... I'd have to compare it to the powders I use.
So I just didn't see a lot of people when you got into conversations, people saying, well, I want to use CFE pistol in my 9, and people were like, well, it's not a great powder for 9. There's people saying it's more for a heavier bullet. So, I didn't find any real information other than that.
Pat has a good point here. The case blows out. Didn't allow that bullet to get out of there with all the pressure. If the case blowed out, maybe that causes squib.
Yeah.
It didn't fully poof.
Well, I wondered about that because when I tore it down, the back end of that chamber had unburnt powder in it, which I thought was really strange. That case failed pretty early, right?
Yeah, that's weird also. And you bought this brand new unopened container, right?
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
21 pounds of it.
You have bullets loaded with tight groove, right?
Yep, I do.
And you didn't get to shoot them, though.
I'm going to send you these pictures to your email, Andy, if you want to show them.
Okay.
Now, where was this video? He shot today? Because I didn't see any videos.
He didn't put a video up yet of today. He sent me a couple of pictures.
Okay.
I got to send them to my email, not text to my phone, and then I can. All
right.
I can open them up and figure out how to share it.
Okay. Because I thought I saw everything that popped up on YouTube today. So, once I was done plowing.
Yeah, no, he called me. I wasn't watching the clock. I was actually setting up the new bullet for my 38 special. I was playing on quick loads when he called. And, I didn't even have the phone up here. The plastic blew out the back of it. No, the back of the case wasn't blown out. It split the case on the sides.
Oh, it didn't blow out. Okay, so
you'll see the pictures when I get them. It didn't. When he knocked the case. Well, I don't know what he had to do to get the case out, but in the past it was a while ago. So I used. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be there in just a second here.
That's all right. I'm good. I have a secondary program that checks my email, so I could delete things if I don't want them before I open my actual program.
There you go.
So,
you should have it now, Andy.
well, let's see. Not yet. As soon as I get it, it hasn't gotten here yet. Yeah, lately my email's been a little slow getting to me. Still not yet. But give it a minute. And there's a reason we had books on reloading. They don't have the information in the books, Fuzz.
No, Fuzz, this is a zinc bullet. Okay, it's got to be out of the box. Stuck here. Tread is here. Hey, Tread.
As if
I have a similar problem with the SIG AR. Yeah, because it's warm. As if it's extracting before the brass has time to shrink. Okay. And you got a heavy buffer in it and spring? I'm sure you do. You know what's up. Rip the brass right out of the thing.
Got the email.
Yeah. It's kind of like my son's Scorpion. I mentioned that when I replied to him. It has a ramp. This is 380 now, and it's an old machine pistol. It has a ramp, and then the ramp continues a little bit in the chamber. So I looked at that because when my son showed it to me, I said, I want to take it down, and I want to look at that barrel right now because this is a military type gun. And sure enough, it was unsupported there. So I'm like, okay, we're going to start low, medium, low, and we're going to look at the brass. And sure enough, they were bulging and put a smiley on it. And I said, okay, now we're going to go lower and lower. And now we have a load for it that the brass you don't have, you don't have bulges. You could reload the brass, no problem. And we had to do that with that gun. But the first thing I said, I want to see that chamber. Yeah.
I told Andy I'll either use the magic marker trick or Dicom, and I'm gonna chamber that case in there and pull it back out and show how much is unsupported. It's a bit scary when you look at the parts and how they go together. I didn't realize. Yeah, you look at it, and if you don't think about it and look at those measurements and take that gun apart, you don't see that reality.
Yeah, you showed it with the bolt with the extractor holding a shell, and when you went like that, it had a gap of sidewall. Rim is okay, beveled is okay, but sidewall is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did that evidently because I was telling Andy that Jer Bear is the one that turned me on to that barrel. He said make sure you get Gen 2 because of feeding issues. Well, what they did was they increased that chamfer even more.
Yeah.
And widened it and deepened it. Well, that made the problem worse.
Problem. They cheat. Most chamfers like that, you got a lip of barrel around it. That you don't have it all the way out. But that doesn't matter. What I was thinking, what I wanted to see in your first video is okay, it cones in, but that's okay if the angle is all right. But I want to see the sidewall.
Yeah. I'll get that brass where you can visually see how much is unsupported, and it'll shock you.
Yeah, it's just give me a second. I got your email. My provider put it in the spam box online, so I never downloaded.
Okay.
I got it now. Just give me a sec.
Okay, Tread. So that buffer is what, 10 pounds or something?
You didn't send them as attachments. Let's see.
10 ounces, something like that.
Let me see if I can put this up. Let's see. You didn't send it as an attachment, so let's see. Let's see. How am I going to do this?
I'm going to hit the garage. I'll be here.
Okay. How am I going to do this? Okay. Got to give me a minute. I guess I'm going to have to do it a different way. Where'd it go?
Yeah, when you guys see this picture, you're gonna go, "Holy cow!"
Yeah, I'm trying to get it here. What do I do? Share screen.
Hopefully, if you replace the barrel and everything's good, they're not that expensive. What length is it? 16?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, it'll cost a little more, but
I can't get. You didn't send them as attachments, so it's hard for me to do this. Proceed. Oh,
you want me to try because I've got the picture. I think I can present it.
Oh okay. Yeah, I got it presented now, but it's a small picture. I don't have it as a picture.
Is there any private info on that? I can post this. Is there any private info you don't want to see in that picture?
I took it off. No, I'm trying to figure out how to get this. I'm presenting it, but it's taking my whole email thing. I'm trying to move it. I'm trying to size it up different. Nah, it's not letting me do what I want. I can't even save it as a picture. Wait a minute. Save as picture. Hold on. Okay. Where do I want to put this?
All right. I think I got it. If you want me to try.
If you want to try it, go ahead because it'll be a little. I got to do a bit to get it to work.
Tell me if you see that.
Yeah.
Okay,
holy mackerel!
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So that blew out in the mag well or something
It was stuck on the extractor. Then it popped open and kind of jammed the port open, trying to eject it.
That looked like it blew outside of the barrel because the barrel would retain it, you know.
Yeah, it had to be. That's what I mean, and that's why that bullet. I mean, it blocked it completely and drove everything back.
Okay, so
I'll show you. But you see the primer there?
yeah,
The primer looks like it's brand new.
it's rounded. Yeah.
It
It doesn't
looks,
even look like I fired it except for the dent.
it looks a little high.
It's
It's
actually
just-
it's flush. It's just because it didn't do anything here.
Okay,
But let me go on and show the next one here.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Not it. That one.
It's the same shell, just a different angle.
This is from the inside, looking on the inside of it.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's a blowback, so that bolt isn't locked in, right?
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
doesn't have the dwell timing.
Yeah, so that's why that's happening. Plus the case is sticking out. You have that picture with the how much the case is sticking out from the bolt.
This one, these for sure are chambered 100%. At least they should have for that gun's design. That doesn't mean that gun is supporting it right.
Yeah, but show them that you have that picture of the chamber of the round you had chambered that you sent me, and you're looking at the bottom. Show them how much of the brass is sticking out.
Oh, you mean the one that separated the case head?
Well, no, you loaded a piece of brass and it was sticking out like an eighth of an inch plus. Remember you were
Oh,
showing?
that was in the video.
Yeah.
Oh,
can
Well,
see
you
if
can
I-
see right in
Let me
this
see if I
picture.
can pull that part of the video up and I can show that.
yeah.
Yeah, you can see in that picture where it tore around a bit, and it looks like a gap like that. You know, where it tore sideways.
Yeah.
Shrub.
If he gets that part in the video and he puts that up, you'll see how much how much the brass
But-
is sticking out.
But
Of the
these rounds are after that was fixed. So
Yeah. No, I understood, but it's just like whoa.
yeah, I'll be able to get it. I'm just fast forwarding through the video to get to
Yeah,
that
you
point.
get it.
now.
Again, James Bull, we don't think the chamber is oversized. Okay.
They're going to have a little play, but
But it's not a full supported chamber. So when you see this picture, how much the brass sticks out, just putting a piece of brass in the gun.
yeah,
You'll
that's what we were talking about, like in the other chat.
you got put up a link. When you go back in, put up a link, UJ, for AR.
Yeah, I'm trying to scan through it. Sorry, it's taking me a minute.
That's all right.
Yeah, I can go grab a few barrels and just show you the difference. And it sounds like Kenny's same brand is worse than mine, so it's weird.
Well, when you see this, I was like, "What?" It's. You'll see it when he finds a spot in the video. But yeah, it really there's a lot of brass sticking out with the bolt closed. We're talking about with the bolt closed.
Yeah, with the,
Yeah, that
with
one I
the-
showed you, that was a factory ammunition.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
it's a factory.
extractor on it. Yeah.
Hey, AR.
Hey, Andy, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, AR, what's
Okay, so
that?
this is,
Good to see you,
Let me
Uncle
share
Jim. Good to
this
see you,
part of
Hasbro.
it. Hey, Andy. All right. Hey, AR, sorry. I'm flipping between all these screens. Let me share this now.
Hey, give Uncle Jim a minute to get back to his inside. He's
There's
going.
a couple other views, but this shows part of what he's talking about. That's a factory Federal round. And you can see this is the chamfer, but you're still not looking all the way in. That chamfer goes in. So that much of that case is not supported.
Wow.
I think they short chambered you.
Huh.
You know, when they cut it,
That's a possibility too.
and then they fluted it and didn't
Yeah,
check.
that's a better view.
No, he's got a real view. You got the view with the bolt closed on it.
Hmm.
Okay, that's on forward in this one.
He'll find it. He'll show it to you.
So that's one that chambers properly. That's the one that didn't. I don't know how well you can see that.
I see it. We see it.
There's a little space in there, yeah.
Probably 1/8 of an inch back. Now you could force the bolt closed, but you're just driving the bullet back into it. That's when I had the round too long, though. That's the zinc round the first time. They definitely don't do that. I checked every one of them, so that wasn't today's problem, but that's what it was partially before.
Yeah, he has a picture with the rifle fully assembled with the
Oh,
bolt.
that one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah, let me look for that. I may have just sent you that by email. Let me look at that email.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me grab that one because that'll be in the email. Let me.
Yeah, okay, that's right. It's in my email. I don't even know if I saved that.
Happy late Thanksgiving, guys.
Knox. Oh God, shooters lube, leave me alone. You're killing me today.
So what you've been blowing up guns, Hasbro?
There it is. I've been trying to.
I seen that in rounds. Wow. I mean those brass. Wow.
All right, so here's the picture Andy was after. It is.
UJ's not back at his desk yet. His chair.
Hey, Elbow. How you doing, man? Good to see you guys. I've been busy. You ever heard of Summit Racing, Andy?
Yeah, of
There you
course.
go. Oh yeah,
I went there today. Bought some.
it's an awesome place.
Yeah, it is.
This is what Andy's talking about. So this is a round that's chambered properly. Let's see if I can make. I don't know if I can make that bigger or not.
Well, you got to wait for Uncle Jim to come back. He doesn't have you up.
I'm back. I was just grabbing some barrels.
Okay, so this is a factory Federal round. It's chambered properly. You can see the bolt is against the back of the barrel. This is what you can see, but right here is the beginning of the chamfer. So it goes way over here before it actually supports the case. This is the back of the extractor cut. So from here over to here, it's probably 4 or 5 millimeters, I bet. It's unsupported.
And you have no problems with regular store-bought ammo.
I haven't, no, not at all.
You didn't notice any bulges or anything?
No, I didn't. Now, a couple of the hotter rounds that have you could still see where this was not supported. You could see it on the brass, but there was no bulge. But it does kind of leave a kind of shiny spot. Not like it's elongating, but yeah, that's an awful lot not supported.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because some of the range brass I've found with rings around them, and it's obvious what kind of gun that is. All right, here's the same barrel Kenny had. Let me blow this up here. And he said his wasn't supported, and this is all the way to. Okay, that's a 9, and you can hard to tell in the picture, but there's no case wall showing.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's a 45, and it actually goes past. See that? See the wall here? Okay, this actually goes past that. It goes way in there.
Yeah.
All right.
It's hard to show by picture because it looks like it's unsupported, but you can see
That
where
one you showed as a 9 looks just like one when I put one in my barrel.
Yeah. So where it bevels, that actually goes in even further on this one.
Right.
But this one isn't chamfered very big. But it really doesn't matter as long as the angle is right or your chamber is deep enough. And then this one looks like this. And I guess Kenny's is worse than this one. And then you notice yours is chamfered all the way to the edge, cone shape. But that doesn't matter if the angle's right, but it does look like a severe angle. But I guess Kenny's is worse than this, and this one's just fine to shoot. So weird.
Yeah, they didn't on mine. When they made it bigger, you know, they didn't just lay that angle out. They went deeper too.
Yeah. They were probably having feeding problems. And they said, you know, we got to make them all right, or we got to make them all the same. I remember Paul was talking about there's the percentages of, like, say you do 100 guns, 3 don't cooperate, or 100 barrels, 3 don't cooperate. So they even it out. So they're all, you know what I mean? They're all going to pass type deal.
Yeah.
And that's what companies do. That's what he was talking about. Did I say Hobo was here?
Yeah, earlier.
I said hello to him. Good to see him. Good to see all of you.
Some people are saying it was a slam fire, possibly.
Seen that.
No, it didn't slam fire. I wish
Yeah,
it
the
had.
thing is, a regular
It's
AR,
got the spring. It's got the spring-loaded firing pin, which is kind of supposed to help that, you know.
it's all going to depend, because we did on Scorpion 380, we did the fire test out of battery, and it hit the primer. You know,
Really?
yeah, we put a little tiny matchstick in between so the bolt wouldn't close, and that's because you'll see at the bottom of your bolt where your firing pin is, it has a little ramp there that pushes the hammer back, right? Well,
Right.
is also, that angle is also doing 2 things. It also supposed to keep the firing pin from getting hit unless that bolt is all the way forward. See, it's level, and then here it's not, and that keeps it from firing theoretically. But on blowbacks, it could be different. Now, ARs are designed not to fire out of battery because they'll go click. You'll see that. You've had that happen maybe with something that didn't fully chamber. You know what I mean?
Right.
But on a blowback, it could be different. And it's all that ramp that pushes the hammer back. It's also supposed to impede that firing pin until the firing pin is square or close to square.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another test we did on my son's military gun, which is it's an auto pistol. So maybe that's why it just blah, 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 you know, whatever.
But you know, you make me think I could put some shims in there and kind of check that. You know, put the shim in there and then see if it'll still fire.
Well, you could put
on a dummy round, but
yeah, or something over the spent round, a piece of tape, so you can see it hit.
right.
What I did was a prime size piece of brass, and then we just shoved a little match right there, and boom, it hit the primer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's all there. It's not supposed to fire until it's up here, and you know, when it's back here, it can't fire supposedly. But if that ramp is wrong, you'll see it on the bottom of your bolt where it hits the hammer.
Right. Well, it's kind of the combination I put in this thing, and one of the reasons I put it in there is I wanted to use this LaRue MBT trigger, which I shoot on almost all my ARs, so it's a 2-stage, and it has trouble resetting.
Yeah.
Except for certain bolts. And Faxon was one of them that has this little bump on the bottom of that bolt for that reason, to reset it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll check that. I'll shim it back and check that.
Yeah, some triggers don't work well in 22 blowbacks, and some 9s. It depends on the hammer shape. You'll have issues racking it or fully. You know, it won't refire. It won't ride the hammer properly, especially 22s. If you take certain, like I have a Geisley, I have a 22 that won't like a Geisley trigger. You put a GI trigger, it's fine. Just functioning. Yeah. It's the shape of the top of the hammer. So there's another thing about blowbacks.
I'm late to the game. What is that 9mm Hasbro?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
9.
Yeah, it's Aero Precision EPC 9.
Okay.
And it's all Aero except for the trigger, which is LaRue, and the bolt, which is faxing. Everything else is there. Barrel, upper and lower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your trigger should be fine because it's firing and it's functioning. It's just that some don't like to rack back a certain hammer, certain shapes.
Mhm.
Usually the notchy ones, but and some companies will tell you don't use this hammer, don't use this trigger group or that trigger group. I use 2-stage. I love 2-stage, and what you have is very nice. They went up in price though. I was
They
hoping
did, didn't they?
Huh?
It was like $89 for a long time, and now it's like 119. It's still a
They,
great
yeah,
deal.
they went up. I know because I was looking for Christmas. I needed another 2-stage, and I was like, yeah, let me try the LaRue this time.
I got so hooked in these stupid things. I got 9 of them.
Wow.
I got a problem. It's an addiction, I know, but I can at least admit it.
And they come in a little jar, right? They
Yep,
call
they
it
do.
the
Yeah.
best trigger, whatever they call it. The initials mean something. Most best trigger, whatever.
Meticulously built trigger.
Yeah, there you go. Meticulous.
Why they came up with that, I have no idea.
I was going to get one because you has, bro, and I was thinking about getting one like Uncle Jim did, a generic nickel boron 2-stage.
Well, it's not generic. It's made by Schmidt Machine. Yeah.
Okay.
And Schmidt
Yeah.
Machine sells them to people.
Uh-huh.
And they have different, like Foxtrot uses theirs. There was more polished. And then I tried the PSAs, which are fine. But if you try, what's the Midway sells the ARs? What AR Stoner? If you try AR Stoner's version of the Schmidt Machine, you'll see in the feedback that people complain about those gritty, all kinds of stuff. So they must be to certain people's specs or something. But Schmidt Machine makes those, and they're the best bang for the buck. The LaRues were okay when they came down and were on sale, but they're not selling them on sale right now. So I was like, can't do it. Yeah.
PSA. I was thinking about getting the PSA, maybe.
Yeah, the PSA was fine. I think I got 2 of them. I think I got a second one to make sure it wasn't a fluke, that it was pretty good.
If you close your eyes, Uncle Jim, can you tell which is what? Geisley versus?
Yeah, Geisley's going to be lighter. Rock River will be lighter, but Rock River has all that take-up. Before you even get to a stage, that's annoying. My son loves it. We put it in his retro. But the Schmitz have a shorter, you're not, taking up so much like the Geisley, but the Geisley is going to have a lighter break, just a little bit. Okay. To me, it's not, to me, it doesn't,
Fine.
Oh, fine. Yeah. But if you're bench resting and you're just going to, concentrate on that, the Geisley's going to be better. And it's going to be 3 times the price.
Yeah. I noticed that. Yeah. Over the years.
They're on sale right now. The SSAE is 140 something right now. Usually they're 179. And they never seem to break that $149 mark.
That's a good deal, 140 something for a
Have you tried the
SSD.
CMT single stage 3-pound triggers?
What's that?
Have you tried the CMT single stage 3-pound triggers? They've kind of tempted me, but I've never pulled the trigger on them, literally.
The CMCs, that's the one that a lot of people had double after a while. It happened to Johnny Reloading Branch. He had 2 of them, and his trigger started doubling, and they gave him a new one, and that was fine. But wait for that one time. It's embarrassing at the range when it goes off.
Yeah, that would be a bummer.
That's the problem with single stage. The 2-stage has kind of a built-in safety. It's like, it's okay. You're pulling on the trigger. We're gonna go here now.
I love the 2-stage.
Yeah, me too. I don't mind them. If you like single, after the reset, they're all single anyway. You're not letting it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I test them. There was some here the other week in Athens, Georgia, a gun store. Had all of the Geisleys out, and I started going down the thing. click, 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 click.
Oh, you got okay. They were in frames or fake.
Yeah.
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 Dummy frames. Yeah.
I
Nice.
did them one stroke, single, like single. Then I did it first stage, second stage. They were cool.
That's whoever you went to, they were thinking because that'll sell a lot of triggers, and you get to see which one you like because Geisley has so many bench rest triggers.
Mm-hmm.
Tin Man has the less expensive version, the GSG or whatever they call it, G something, and that one's less money. And then they have the E, which is enhanced to that version. Because I asked Tin Man which one he had because they had the cheapest one on sale for $89, but it wasn't enhanced. And he really likes his enhanced one. And then a little more money is the SSAE, which is more of a duty-like trigger, And then they got the bench rest ones, which you shouldn't be using on your defense gun. That's for bench resting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Clyde Armory. He's the one. He's in Congress right now. Supposed to be. Andrew Clyde. He's the one that I don't want to go there, but he's the one that actually got shut down. The IRS shut him down a few years ago before he went to Congress because he was making large deposits from his gun store.
Oh, yeah.
You may have heard that in the news here. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was on the TV, on Fox, a few others. He's trying to get some 2A. He tells Congress, because he's there now in the House. He tells them how hard it is, waiting on the 30-day thing sometimes. People are waiting to get the NICS check, and he thinks it ought to be done away with or reformed. I think it is. So.
Pat, I think some of us have made that mistake. Yes. It's usually on Dad's Vice in the garage. Bad. Bad. Yeah. So. I don't know. I'm curious what Arrow says about this. Maybe the chamber was too short. The brass can't shove all the way in. Maybe the bolt to the barrel is wrong. There's a few things that could be. The bolt could be longer. Because when that bolt is shut, there's still a gap. There's a gap there.
Yeah.
You slam that thing home. So the breech face, on the bolt itself. Because I have a 45 bolt that's so slightly out of spec, it wouldn't feed 100%. And they're like, yeah, we redesigned the bolt. So they sent me 2 of them.
You ever watch that Uncle Jim, that School of American Riflemen? You ever seen that channel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he talks about, 1 in 10 barrels or chambers too tight, don't pass the go gauge.
Yeah, he's got a gauge for everything.
Oh, God, yeah. You ain't kidding.
The one thing that got me, though, when I couldn't take it anymore was how he lubed his gun.
Oh, I seen that. Oh, God. I couldn't believe it.
And he's teaching class how to lube your gun like that. I mean, grease and oil just fully slogged in there. What happens when you set that rifle in the safe? Everything goes down the buffer tube. I mean, we're talking. If you guys haven't seen what we're talking about,
it's a mess.
It's just dunk the bolt in grease and oil and put it in there, and then make sure the inside is just slathered. It's like, oh my gosh! I'm thinking when you shoot that, you're getting a face full of muck.
Mm-hmm.
If you shot that suppressed, you'd get a face full of
horrible.
Yeah. It's weird because he's good on everything else.
I know.
His gauges and finding out things. And all of a sudden I looked at that grease and I said, my goodness.
Yeah, he's got the tools to check everything. But when he lubed the gun, I was like, what are you? What? No. Yeah. Yep. It's okay to run them wet, but you don't run them drowned. Mm-hmm. And it can get in the chamber and everything too, all that
yeah
stuff. Man,
I mean, it was thick. Real thick.
But everyone here that has an AR, you set it in the safe for 6 months, never touch it. Stuff drips down.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have like 3 quarts of gunk in there, you know.
Somebody made the comment too, said this guy's seriously crazy, living a gun that way or something.
Yeah.
Something not right.
Well, some guys from Iraq said, yeah, try that in the desert. You're going to have,
Oh gosh.
you're going to have you're going to have compound, valve grinding compound in there. It's going to collect everything.
Yeah.
So interesting. Yeah, Hasbro, hopefully you contact the company and get a report back. Hopefully they don't pull it's your reloads crap. Don't even say that. Just say, here's a picture. Is this proper? You know, is this supposed to, you know what I mean? Here's a factory round. Is it supposed to stick out like that? Because it's blowing cases.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't tell them it's reload. As soon as you do, they're going whoop. I told Beretta a few years ago. Nothing went wrong now. I just told them I reload. Oh man, they did everything, tried to wipe me out, tell me I didn't know what I was doing. You know, you name it. And when I called them, you know what they said to me? They says, you know, the Tikka barrel is measured different than what we do in the States. And I said, yeah, I know that, sir, but headspace is headspace. The guy ticked me off so bad, it frustrated me, claimed he shot 20 box of 308s in the gun. I got the gun back and sold it. I won't go into the whole story, but put it this way, they were not very
I'll
helpful.
probably end up doing to drive that point home is I'll take a Federal. I've got all kinds of different factory ammo, and I'll put that either marker or Dicam, depending which way I do it, on all of them, chamber them all, and say, okay, look, it doesn't matter what round. Look how much is unsupported.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why do you think this is okay? You know, and here's why it's not okay. And I can show you a couple cases there, you know, and we'll see where it goes, if it goes anywhere.
Yeah, I'm interested to find out what happened.
I mean, it's possible he got a bad barrel. It is possible.
Yeah, the chamber to bolt specs are off. Possibly. James, his formula is okay. You know, the grease and the oil mix. It's the amount. It's the amount he showed. He literally dunked everything and slapped it in there before it could drip off, you know, and the inside. So you watch it. You'll see. You'll shake your head. You better bring a diaper for your guns in the safe. And if you shot suppressed, you'd have, the stuff flying out of that chamber. My God. That was funny.
Need a slow motion video of him firing it the first time.
Yeah. That looked good.
Yeah. So I guess all the students are going to learn one way or another. It's like, screw this. Now I got to clean the buffer out and the buffer tube and everything.
Speaking of video, I've not downloaded it yet, but I do have a video when it blew up today. But I didn't have it in the mode where I could get good slow motion. So it'll be what you could do, you know, but.
Yeah. Slow motion would have been awesome, you know.
Well, somebody.
Watch me jump.
Do you have a good video editing program, Hasbro? You should be able to slow it down.
You can slow it down somewhat.
I do it with Adobe Premiere, and you can slow it down, but at some point it kind of gets jerky.
It jerks. Yeah, it'll jerk. You got to do original slow motion to get the best out of it. For some reason, mine won't let me do reverse anymore once I slow-mo. It's weird. It's picky. I don't know. Maybe I rebooted. James saw that one. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys, whatever his name is, look it up and then How I Lube a Gun or something like that. Maybe you'll find the video. And then you're going to be like, no.
That's like pouring STP down a barrel.
I watch him do a lot of autopsies, if you want to call them that, to all those guns.
Yeah, no, it's
I
interesting.
wonder how many autopsies are caused by that.
Well, it's interesting to see new guns or guns people send him on all the gauges we can't afford. That's
Yeah.
interesting because you can see how even the same brand can be hit and miss. You know, the same
Mhm.
brand, same bolt, same barrel, whatever, and they vary. You know, it's just tooling or whatever, inspections. I don't know. I'll be
Somebody
right back, guys. I got to get something to drink.
somebody sent him a one video, police department or federal government. Someone sent him a couple of automatic M16s. Got a video on that one to check that out, and he had to figure out what was going on with those. And that was interesting. I watch him sometime. I can build some of his gauges with a pin set and the holders, and I'm thinking about building a few, but I can't build what he got. That's a lot. And that man can do everything as far as measuring.
Yeah, I don't know if you have a friend that's a gunsmith or a store that you know it has a gunsmith, because if they have the gauges, they could check your barrel for you.
I'm thinking about going on Brownells tonight. They
Yeah,
got
I do, and
15%
I'll
off.
check that.
Sorry, Hasbro, go ahead. Didn't mean to step on.
No, I was just saying I do have a friend runs gun shop. If he has it, I'll take it in there and say, you know, check the chamber, check the barrel, see what we have. But just yet another step to do. I'm downloading that video now. I'll have to see if I can find that section of it.
Yeah, that's there's got to be something else wrong in there. I mean,
I'm going to order Hasbro some gunsmith stuff tonight before the sale goes off at Brownells. I'm going to get a Midwest Industries reaction rod with a sail, 223-556 headspace gauges, Midwest Industries block to put gas blocks pins in. I'm getting that, and brass punch set. I think it is. I was going to get that Wheeler like you got, Hasbro, but I like that. They got that reaction rod Midwest, man, for $98. It's pretty reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And it also tells you, like if you get a barrel where it's clocked wrong, so the barrel's actually made milled wrong, it'll tell you when you put it in there through the receiver and you push it into the star chamber, of the barrel. And if it's not timed right, that's how you can check it with this reaction rod. That's another reason I think I'll get it on that one. I do like that Wheeler.
Yeah, don't get the receiver honing or chewing device. I have that from them. It's like, boy, that sounded good. And it did absolutely nothing for accuracy.
I wondered about that.
It's like, at least in the receivers I did it with, you know, if you had one that's really far out, maybe it helps, but it didn't do anything for me.
Okay, how long's that arrow been out? Maybe it's teething problems.
It's been out a few years anyway.
Really? Okay, then they should know better. Okay. Maybe it's just one that got missed. Because a lot of times, you know, new guns, they have to go through their teething and recall, or I'll send you this to fix that.
Well, like I said, this was their Gen 2. Of course, with the Gen 1, they had feeding problems, right? So what they do to make the ramp bigger. So
that's what they do. That's what they do on these style of guns. A lot of companies do that. And it's, you know, they don't want to keep getting the phone calls. Have you Googled if anyone else had the same problem of case separation?
I have not yet.
That would be curious to see if anyone, you know, they'd mention it. So.
So I got a new bullet for you, Hasbro. I got a new zinc bullet. It's Type 3 wad cut of 38-357. I did them up for. I bought the mold, more or less to try if it's going to work in my Rossi 92, because a wad cutter would not go in, but semi wad cutters went in, and so I made a few I cast it up about 100 or so today in zinc. I can't believe this mold worked from the first pour, perfect. It's a brand new. Was a brand new mold. It had the original. Well, I don't know. It's original. It was still in the orange plastic box. I don't think they made them up in those orange boxes, but it had the sticker and stuff on it. It wasn't still wrapped in the paper, the oil paper, but it was basically unused. Wasn't a scratch on it. So I just hosed it down with carb choke cleaner, whatever, blew it off, put it on my heating plate, waited for the zinc to heat up. First pour, both bowls were perfect. So it's a type
That's
3.
got to be on my list. What's on my list? I just haven't done it yet. It's getting a 629. I mean, excuse me, 627. I had a 629. I sold it, and it's the one gun I wish I'd never sold. It was 8 3/8 and all stainless. And it's like, it was just a great gun, but I don't know why I sold it. I went to 627 anyway and shoot it in 357. So.
Yeah, but I wanted to see if the Rossi would, I want to shoot 38. I don't have to use this bullet. I have the semi-wad cutter that works just fine. It's 100. I have the lead one, which is 148 grain, I think, and then I have that's the Lee mold, and then I have the Lyman 170 grain, which I cast out in the zinc to get the weight up a little bit. Right out of my pistols, they're shooting great. But
you do anything in 45 cal or 451?
No, I got nothing like that.
The reason I was asking, I got a Casull that I shoot, full rouse Casull in, or I also load 45 Colt, and it'd be a good candidate for testing it.
So I loaded up a few dummy rounds, put them into the Rossi, and chambered all three as quick as I could cock it. Worked fine, but I didn't need the bullet. That's my point. I have the semi-wad cutter, which works fine. But just playing, I guess, it's a beautiful bullet. It comes out really sharp and crisp with the zinc.
I want to take a look at the Rossi 3030 they got out. It's fairly affordable.
Yeah, I've been looking at the Rossi prices. They went up a little.
If you see it, Uncle Jim, let me know what you think of it.
Well, I got the 92 20-inch barrel stainless steel. It was with tax and any fees at all. It was like $792. That's what I paid for it.
Yeah, Rugers are way too expensive now. The Ruger Marlins, oh my God.
$1,400, man. I was $1,200 to $1,400. What, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's high.
I was bummed out because I wanted one, but I got a Rossi 44 instead, so that's all right.
I would love to have the Marlin 44 mag. It's about $1,000, I think.
I have the Marlin in 44 also, but I wanted a threaded one, so yeah. And the Marlin 357. 357's great also because you got two purchases,
Mm-hmm.
Same with the 44. I like shooting 44 special in the 44. So
yeah.
The quiet one anyway. The loud one I shoot full up 44. That's what I test loads in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you guys want to see the video? I found it where it blows up.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. Can you put it on here? Oh.
Let's see how well this works.
Oh, wow.
I'll play it full speed, then I'll back it up.
Interesting.
We haven't seen it yet.
Okay, so this is it. Somewhere around 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it'll do it. Then I'll back it up and slow it down.
Well, I love that lab you got there.
Right there.
That was it, huh?
That was it. Everything blew out the port. It didn't even blow the mag out.
Yeah.
And then you rack it, that's when the case falls out.
So the extractor was still holding on to it.
Yep. Let me back it up and see if I can get it in slow motion.
Yeah, slow motion and watch the bolt. If it moves at all at the same time, it goes off. Obviously, it's going to move back, but
I'll be able to slow it down even more in Adobe Premiere. We'll see what this program lets me do. This program's going to let me slow it down or not. Maybe it doesn't. I'm going to have to come back to it with another program, so I'll get it set up another one.
now what you can do is like stick something thin, something like a match up in there, let the bolt close and see if it'll fire, when it's not in battery. Like a wooden match would be nice and fat,
Yeah, the round before that was at 1523.
It's cooking.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny was getting 1,600 plus feet per second out of a 5-inch or 4-inch pistol.
Oh.
Kenny also likes to push the loads to the limits.
Yeah, but I mean, he was showing the brass and everything. There was no, he says, I think I'm going to stop here, but it just started to flatten.
I know on the Lee 310 bullet.
I think I got it, man.
Oh, what's that?
I think I got it. Let me try sharing it again.
Okay.
So I can slow it down.
I'm blowing up my screen.
Come on now. I shared the wrong window. I've got it open in too many windows is the problem.
And that's the zinc bullet, right?
Yeah. All right, now I should be able to get it here. I'm just going to share everything on the screen. It'll make it easier.
I like that little bullet with the teeth showing. That's cool.
I always like
I'll be able to slow it down more in Adobe Premiere. Yeah, that was still pretty fast.
Hello, Vanessa Kitty. Cranky is here. Hey, Cranky.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to slow down enough to matter. But I tried anyway.
Okay, Tread posted a link to the lube video if you guys want to see that. You don't need that much to lube an AR.
Use what? He uses red and tacky, I think, right, Uncle Jim? And
yeah, grease right out of red grease right out of the jar, mixes it with oil, and that's fine. That's fine until you get frozen cold weather, freezing because of the grease. But that's fine. It's just the amount. Especially grease, you don't have to have it gobbed on. Grease, if you rub grease back and forth on metal, you'd see it doesn't have to be thick, and it's done. It's good.
Yeah, I was hoping Kenny was coming on, but I guess not.
Well, he usually comes on later anyway if he does.
No, I was on last week at this time.
And good to see Cranky up this late.
Cranky. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
coming
cranky.
to my bedtime. Cleaning woman tomorrow.
Mm.
It's supposed
Yeah.
to be warm tomorrow, so I gotta done with the lawnmower, so I gotta drain the rest of the gas out, pull the snow blower out, get it started, put it in the garage. Hopefully, I'll get that done tomorrow. Drain all the gas out of all my goodies.
Yeah, well, put him in the snowblower.
Yeah, I'll drain it all. I don't have much gas left in the big mower.
Yeah.
I ran it down. It was, if I have a pint of gas in there, it's a lot. But yeah, I got to get that out. The snow blower. I changed the oil last year. I used it once for about 10 minutes, so I'm not touching the oil. It's the Aero 308 spring and the buffer they sell.
Yeah, it's probably heavy enough. Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know. But, the buffer should be 6.5 ounces plus. And then
Again, the CFE pistol, again, it's a slow powder. So that's possibly.
I'm getting confused here. Slow powder, longer barrel, but I'm trying to think of the
It's
load.
a lighter bullet, though.
The powder with heavies versus light. I was just looking at number 7 and loading in the 5.7x2.8, which is scary by itself. And it doesn't show data until you get to the 45 grain bullet, something like that. In number 7, because it's slower.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get the velocities in 10 or 5.7 and the other calibers you can use in it. But I think I bought it for Blackout to try, and it was on sale a long time ago. Anyone use number 7 out there? And they changed, the companies changed, so you got the old data and new data could be different. Accurate number 7 is now.
Have you tried Unique in a 9mm with the zinc?
No, I have not. I've done Bullseye.
I've got Bullseye and Unique also. Just some of the powders I have to try, but I didn't know if you had.
Yeah, and tight group.
I may just about shoot that tie group rounds and see what happens.
Yeah, the only tight group's great and it's cheap, and the only problem with it is it eats powder coat.
Vanessa says, what lube in extreme cold? I hear that Slip 2000 is good in cold, but I could be wrong. I got some.
Okay, it's like your car. When you're starting up your car, a lot of cars are really thin oil nowadays. 0W20 or whatever, 5W20. My quads are 0W40. And so they can start up and hit the engine quicker,
The race car is 50 weight, period.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you warm it up too. Yeah. On a below zero, it'd come out like molasses.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
I bought some Driven Racing oil, mineral oil, 5W30 for breaking the rings right quick on that motor. And
Yeah, that'll help you with those chromoly rings.
Mm-hmm. Paid $12 a quart, I think, at Summit. Not too
I
bad.
use Royal Purple in my race car.
I seen that there.
That's what I chose.
Yeah, after it's broken in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Jim, do you use graphite dry lube on guns? No. On reloading, sometimes.
I sprayed it on triggers occasionally internally.
Yeah. Door locks and stuff, definitely. Not really. I just oil in the winter, oil and grease in the summer. The hardworking parts, I like to get grease on it, but again, you don't trench it. You can rub it on there, and all you need is that light film. That's all you need with grease.
You know what it looked like when he put that on there? It looked almost he just took his boat carrier group and stuck it in a.
He did. He dipped it.
Yeah.
He dipped it, and then yeah, it's caked. It's gonna blast. It's got to go somewhere when the rounds go off. I just thought it was kind of funny. I was like, I can imagine his safe looks like the couch in the movie where they had the curl, Jerry curl, and they got up and the spots are on the couch.
I wonder who taught him that or where he got that from. That's it.
I don't know. There's a lot of AR guys that, run them as wet as possible. Well, if it's a good gun, it's going to run anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need it wet as possible.
Yeah.
But you don't want it dry. An ample amount of lube is all it needs. On the inside of the Smith & Wesson, they don't even lube on the inside of a Smith & Wesson. They very lightly rub this brush around that's been used a million times, and it's got the minimalist amount of what you call it, oil. You just mentioned it.
Clip 2000?
No.
Oh.
Mineral oil. I have it on the desk.
Yeah.
I have some on the desk. Yeah. They're very minimalistic because it's going to collect dirt, and that's how they were trained to do it. On the inside of a revolver.
Got a pickup screen, Andy, the other day at O'Reilly Auto Parts. And I got it out of the bag and touched it and had a wire stuck out about a quarter of an inch from the factory. I said, yep, that's going back. I went and got a Melling brand, which is probably the same manufacturer, at Summit today.
I heard that a lot of the aftermarket Chinese parts are really screwing up classic cars lately. They just distributor caps, whatever it is, points, they just go out real quick.
Mm-hmm. This guy, the machine shop that did mine, he wouldn't put. He told me he wouldn't put aftermarket pistons because they were, they were 0.398. My pistons are 0.399. And he said, "Ain't no way I'll put them doggone Mexico pistons in there." And he's real blunt. This guy is. So he left my original pistons, and, which I'm glad he did.
If there's nothing wrong with the pistons, there's no need to change them.
Yeah, right. And I didn't want them changed. They're actually tighter. I did get the new lifters, though. USA, what is it? Johnson Tappet lifters.
All right, guys, I'm going to bail.
Night, Andy.
All right. Asper, I hope you get that thing straightened out. I'm sure you'll keep me abreast of what you find. But
Yeah, I'll keep working on it cautiously, and maybe with another barrel, but we'll see. I might just go run the tie group and see how it goes. It's a different powder, different burn rate. We'll see what happens.
don't know.
At least I know I can blow it up twice and survive. So, I've got 7 more lives to go.
Be careful though. There's always that third, three's a charm type bad car.
Yeah, I know it. It depends which way you want to go with that, right?
Do you have one of those face masks?
Yeah, I felt like doing that Iraq veteran 88 with all the leather gloves and armor. And
Yeah, thick gloves. Good night, Andy.
Night, Andy.
Really thick gloves. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they say, when you contact them.
Yeah.
I got to get your phone number, Hasbro. My phone got destroyed with all the numbers on it.
You can do it in the
All right.
side chat.
Not now.
I'll
But,
send it to you. I got your email.
all right, man.
Okay.
Still a few more days before I get another phone. Can't believe it happened right now. I'm trying to sink all my money in that motor and the car. But it happened.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it.
All right, thanks.
I
It backed
think
up.
I'm going to have to pick off too. So thank you for having me on, Uncle Jim.
Hey, thanks for coming on and explaining all this stuff because, we're all curious monkeys. And we're
Yeah.
curious to find out what the final outcome is. Yeah.
I'll do it. If I find out more, I'll definitely get with you and we'll report back on it. So,
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for coming on.
yeah, no problem. Thanks for your information and advice too. I appreciate it.
Hey, come on here anytime you want. It's a free for all here.
Good hearing from you, Hasbro.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you later.
Okay. Take care.
Later. Gee, I come on the show and I'm the only person on here. Just me and you.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is it? I don't know. It's Saturdays can be that way sometimes. Usually people watch the reruns. So what do we got? We got 25 on here. Okay. We have a lot of lurkers, as you can see. They don't go on the side. They lurk.
Yeah.
Lurkers. You lurkers.
That guy is good on AR. He can find problems with AR-15, AR-15s, M16s that most people can't. But yet, when it comes to oiling,
yeah, he's got all the tools for it.
mm-hmm.
That's a huge investment. I mean, think of all the thousands of dollars. All those gauges aren't cheap, and then you got doodads that do this and that. They measure every part.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm more of the does it work kind of guy. Oh, it works. Okay, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Garage Guy is here. Hey, Garage Guy.
Hey, buddy.
Let me put a link down here if anyone wants to come on. Otherwise, we'll do it short because I reset on the 5th anyway. On the 3rd. Oh, shoot. I lost my link. Hang on.
I still got 2 valve covers to paint, timing chain cover to paint, and an oil pan to paint.
Oh, fun. Using engine paint.
I'm not good at spray painting either.
Engine paint lays down nice,
You know what's weird, Uncle Jim? That guy, the machinist, even my brother didn't know it. I mentioned I'd call him. I go, I'll need some paint. And he go, nope. I go, I need some this, that, and the other. And he go, nope, you got it. He gave me a box full of gaskets. I get there, he painted my block. So he not only just does machine shop work. If you do a long block, he charges you for it. And he preps it, paints it, and wraps it in plastic, and there it is.
Yeah, I saw that. He painted it black, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sold me 2 cans of black Seymour paint for $10 a can, which is cheaper there than I can get it online at Amazon or anywhere. $10 a can. My brother's going to be pulling a 350 out of a 77 Chevy pickup, probably this coming spring, maybe. He may take it to him and get a little honing and stuff done.
Preacher is here. There's a link, guys, if you want to come on. Tread, haven't seen you for a long time. Anybody out there, you can come on here. Pulled the trigger on a 7 mag 3 times. 3 dead coyotes.
That's something I'd like to do, coyote hunting.
Yeah. I wonder where you shot him, Preacher. The old joke. Yes. Yeah. No, actually, engine paint's pretty easy. If you get the good brands, I forget what they are. I've done many pull start engines in them. They lay down so nice, as long as you prep right.
Yeah, I got
and
some.
It's not freezing out, of course.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna go with Duplicolor, then I thought about Eastwood, but they're $30 a can, 2K. I didn't want to spend $30 a can, and what paint he gave me was Seymour, which is the same thing as my valve cover spray that Corvette, like Corvette Central sells. They sell a valve cover paint to redo your valve covers, and I got that weeks ago. And I walked in the shop. My brother had 2 cans of black paint. I said, "Where'd you get that?" He said, "They're selling that too." I said, "Okay, I'll take 2 cans for $10 a piece." And what it is, I wanted my oil pan and my timing chain cover to match the block, same brand, same paint. I didn't want to switch it when I was there. That worked out pretty good. I can't wait to get put in the thing. I could do this car and put it together, but I don't know. I'd have to slowly do the bolts and nuts because I didn't take them out.
Mm-hmm.
and some of them are bagged. They're not labeled. Some of them I can tell where they go, but it just been drawn out for several weeks. I don't want to do it. I'll let the shop, the one that pulled it, do it, put it together.
Mark Thomas is here. Hey, Mark.
Howdy, Mark.
Yeah. So I'm sure you're dying to drive that again.
Oh God, air conditioning. I haven't had air conditioning quite a few years, believe it or not. I'm tired of driving an old work truck.
Yeah. I got to replace something on mine and my truck. The air conditioning went out. So it either leaked or it's the pump or the whatever. Looks like an alternator. Yeah.
Compressor. Yeah.
Compressor. Yeah.
I got a bad compressor on my Toyota pickup out there. It went bad in 2010 on me. Believe it or not, it's ice cold. If it was working, cold as crap.
The good news is I got wing windows, so I just flip them towards me in the hot summer, and that's good enough.
I have that. I got that, Jim. Yeah.
Yeah, good old wing windows.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they stop doing that? Save cost. Yeah.
Yeah.
And leaks or whatever. I don't know. Hinges, whatever goes bad.
Flip
7 meg on coyotes. My gosh, preacher.
Oh, blew them away.
Yeah, what were you, deer hunting and you just saw the yotes and you're like, heck with it, I'm just going for the yotes. 248 Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Oh, that would be our 1,000 yards.
Wow. I was going to get a 248 one time years ago.
Gunswater's here. I probably said that earlier, but if I didn't, sorry. You were chatting before, so I don't know. I'd have to go way up. Does it save all of them all the way to the top? Yeah, they did. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's right. The FN 49. Memory. It's a bitch, people.
Yeah, I got to get, well, probably the next few hours. I think Brownell, sometimes at midnight, the sales go off. So I got to get that gun sale like they got on. I'm going to buy some more AR-15 tools. Builds.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with all the sales this year online. Not super, hey, Idaho, not super spectacular out there. Everyone's tight.
Yeah.
All the companies are being pretty tight.
Even Home Depot is compared to last year. I checked their sales. And, Milwaukee Tools and stuff. They got them some marked down. Some of them they're out of stock. Their sales aren't as big as they were last year.
Someone was given a month or so back a free tool if you buy the battery. So I can imagine what the batteries cost.
Oh, I did that.
Oh, okay.
I bought a mid-torque half-inch, 650 foot-pound Milwaukee here a few months ago. Yeah, it was on sale.
Yeah, but
What?
this was if you buy the battery, you get the tool.
Mm-hmm.
And it was I think it was Home Depot.
Mm-hmm. What they did on me when I bought it online, they marked the tool down to 150, and they kind of didn't do the battery 0. They marked the battery like 99 to make it come up to basically getting it free. So it's back there. I got it in my bedroom. It's a nice little. I used one similar a few months ago when I put my tires on, and I liked it. It's light. It's not heavy, and it'll bust lug nuts easy too.
Did you say Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Yeah, Milwaukee makes great. That's my son's got all the Milwaukee stuff.
I love their stuff, man. It's real smooth and works real good. Hey,
Yeah.
Pat.
Yeah, they think it out too. Hey, Pat.
Yeah, you got their drill over here. Last year, I bought $500 worth of stuff last year on sale. That's my drill.
Their little die grinder thing where you put the discs on, the tiny one, that thing is so handy for shaping stuff. Pat, where's your boob lamp? It's not boob.
Nope, no boobs. It's flat. I like
Okay.
it flat chested.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't do a Jamaican bobsled run for you. I know you wanted to see that first, but
That's all right, Jim.
it was too nasty, too bad out there.
What's up, Idaho?
So, what are you up to, Pat?
Well, I had a work call, so I've been off the chat for a minute. I'm in the kitchen cooking rice, and hey, I'm not talking to you.
Are you cooking chicken? Because they're going off right now.
No, I'm cooking some rice.
Mm. Okay. For people that don't know, his birds like chicken. They go crazy.
Oh
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, they've been naughty birds. So the two little ones are on the shit list, and they're acting like scolded school children right now. But the other one, it's like, what? You want some chicken?
What kind of bird are they, Pat? Parrots?
Boy, they're vocal.
I always wanted a parrot that talked.
Well, he's got a couple characters, I'll tell you that.
Oh, wow. I was always amazed by talking parrots when I was a kid. I almost bought one in the 80s in a store.
Yeah, my sister had a talking parakeet, Stanley. And when he imitates the radio, it scares you to death. You think it's possessed or something. It sounds like a transistor radio with bad reception.
Well, that's what started this whole mess with me was a little $5 parakeet.
Oh,
Let me charge this up.
do you have a parrot, Pat, at all?
Oh, I got 3 of them.
Wow. I like to see them.
So
I love parrots, man.
we got radar. Radar. Hold on. Where's radar?
Wow.
There's one at the top there.
Say hi, radar.
Oh, wow.
Hello, radar. Hello. Hello.
Hi, radar.
Radar.
Come on, say here, kitty, kitty, or something.
Bagark. He's like, who the hell is
Cool
this?
bird.
Nope. And then there's the 2 shitheads.
Are they going to
Where are
sleep?
we? Sorry.
Is the blanket to let them go to sleep or what?
No, they've been really bad today.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like no.
You get
So
the blanket. All right.
they know when it's time to go to bed, but this is like just sit in the corner, shut up.
Or else it gets the blanket again.
Yeah.
I walked in a store years ago and a parrot whistle. You know how you can train on a whistle after a lady, a woman. And I thought, good God, that bird's trip. I almost bought it.
Thorzex is here. Hey, Thorzex.
I
Should
got
be retired
I
soon.
got an old junky phone going off, and I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, give me a second. I got to stir the rice.
Okay. All right. Thorzex should be retired. What did he say last chat? 8 days or something. So this week. Idaho is still first time out. Idaho is still here. Are you home, Idaho, or still driving? You got a ton of snow, but it's all going away. It's melting. You probably got it too, I guess. I don't know. What kind of rice you making? Uh-oh. Are you making fry rye or white rye?
White rice. I made some Indian buttered chicken yesterday, so you can't eat stuff plain. You got to have rice. So
Yeah.
doing some rice. And I had a ham sandwich a minute ago because we got plenty of Thanksgiving leftovers.
I just had some cornbread dressing, turkey, and ham a few minutes ago.
Thursday's his last day. All right.
All right.
I'll be right back. Got to use the.
What's up, Thorzax? Thursday's my last day. I'm out, bitches. Yeah, I had my motor done by a machine shop. He's been doing it for 50 years. He was 65 years old, and he was one cranky guy, boy. I mean,
Yeah.
cranky.
Yeah, that's
Start,
the kind of machinist you want, though. You know, a guy who
Yeah.
won't put up with anything wrong. And
yeah. And what's good about him? He won't sell you anything you don't need. Like I wanted new head bolts because I got aluminum heads. He goes, "You don't need them." I said, "Okay, leave it up to you. I'll let that go." I did insist on valve springs, lifters, and I let him just hone the block and just put standard rings in. And he said the motor mocked out brand new. He called me down there one day and he says, "What's the story on this thing?" He said, "Did it sit?" And I said, "Oh yeah, it sat for 30-something years. 14,000 miles on it." So he was kind of surprised. He said, "That thing's like brand new inside, man." He brought a piston in there and a rod and slammed it on the counter, you know. But he does good work. He's always had a good reputation.
Well, I will
Yes.
say one thing. I had a Z28 with an L98 in it back in the day, and injectors.
Yeah.
Get a new set of injectors because I
did.
chased performance problems for months on that thing, and it turned out to be flaky injectors.
Actually, that was one of the first things I put on there, and I did it myself, injectors.
Mhm.
It was giving trouble. Yeah. It's like when they're good, it runs good. If I'm not mistaken, because it's tuned port, if one goes out, you need to do the whole bank, I think they say. But I could be wrong on that. That don't sound right to me, but I've heard that. I bought standard 22-pound pressure with lifetime warranty on a fuel injection connection here in Georgia.
Yeah, the only thing I remember was there were, I think it changed in, it was 85. You got a newer vet than 85, right?
Yeah, 89.
Oh, okay, you're fine. Because they switched the way they did the injector timing in 85.
Oh, okay.
So I think you get 3 squirts per crank revolution on yours.
Okay. Yeah, I was having issues. My car would get warm up, and it wouldn't crank. I got to researching and figured out that it was injectors. Put injectors in there, and it bam. And I also had to troubleshoot the fuel pump because it sat for 30 years. It was real hard cranking. So I put a fuel gauge on it, and it wouldn't hold pressure. So I went and got a new fuel pump. Boom, cranking up just like brand new. And then I took it down to the shop, and they pulled the motor finally. It took them 3 months to pull the friggin' motor. Get around to it. That was a long time.
Chessboard, I thought you were much younger than that. You're still a kid inside.
I thought he was younger too.
Well, looky here. We got Pacey Bullet Empire in the side chat. Hey, Tim, what's up?
Chevy here, buddy. I'm a Chevy guy. Got a 350 steel wrapped in plastic. Every day I walk by that in my truck, I look at it and go, "What a beauty." I love that block, that long block.
Good to see Tim. I like watching his older videos. I don't know why. I just like watching Tim.
I watched him sometime.
Yeah, I go back to his older ones where they deleted me. You know, Uncle Jim Wan. They delete your replies. So I think I replied to an old one. Kind of screw with him or something.
Didn't he make some green neon, not neon, but real green casting bullets years ago?
Powder coat?
Yeah.
Zombie, I think he did. Something
Yeah.
like-
I watch those. My brother's got a Ram. He likes
Oh, so
Ram truck.
Tim's a Mopar guy. Mopar or no car. It rhymes, Tim.
I had a Plymouth Fury one time.
So did I. 67, I think. Yeah.
383, boy, I could smoke some tires in that 383. I think it's 383.
Mine was a 318, I think. Yeah. I like the body style and the interior and everything. Yeah. It was white with kind of this weird silver blue interior. Yeah, it was a neat car.
I think it seemed like it was a Plymouth. Did they make a Plymouth Fury 2?
Yeah, and a 3.
Okay.
Plymouth
I think mine was a
Fury
2.
Yeah, I believe so. Mine was a 3. So yours was older?
I think so back in the day, but I was young then.
Mine was 67. It was a Fury 3.
Yeah, mine was a little older. I can't remember the year now, but yeah, it was the 2. Transmission went out in it. Motor ran good. Of course, I drove the dog crap out of it back in the day.
Yeah, I'd buy a $200 car and then buy another one, and instead of fixing it, if something happened, I'd just buy another one or sell that, get something else. Station wagons, I love station wagons because they were cheap and they were low mile, taken care of.
I split with my second wife in summer of '87. I wound up with a station wagon. And I was single trying to date. And I despised that car. I said, God. But I drove it for quite a while.
Well, vans are great for dating. Yeah. The old
Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah.
60s vans, early 70s. Yeah.
But station wagon, it was a Plymouth station wagon, and it had the vinyl seats. You know how cold they can be. AC worked good. I didn't get much for it. I think it was $1,500. Wasn't a lot. Drove it for several years.
I saw a weird one recently. It was a 2-door Chevy, like a 62 or something, and it was like a government car. Two-door station wagon. 61, 62, probably a 62 Chevy. It's pretty cool.
I've had Corvairs, 2 of those. I had 60 Chevys with the wings. Mint, actually a good car back in the day. 283 in it. White with red interior.
Are you on a cart?
No.
I heard a cartwheels.
Oh, that's the dryer drum rollers that I got to check.
It looked like you were shopping in a shopping cart. Okay.
Yeah, did.
I was holding the laptop. The birds were starting to get noisy, and I thought, I got to go someplace quiet. I went over to the laundry room, and that thing's rattling like crazy.
I know. Sometimes I try doing videos and the laundry machine's on and you can hear the water when it spin cycles. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Cut. Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to hop off for a few minutes, finish stirring the rice, shutting these little bastards up, and finding a quiet place.
All right. How long have we been on? A couple hours? Okay.
Remember the old Cudas?
Be right back.
All right, Pat.
Well, you know what? I'll just mute this thing. That'll be better.
There you go.
When I was younger, I wanted to get a parrot that would say dirt, talk bad.
Yeah. Did on a 75. Bayou. What is that? Oh, GMC. Bayou. What? Tim. Is it your spelling tonight or what? Bio.
I think I know what the word means, but I can't remember how to pronounce it.
Aren't they Jimmy's or BAU? You're confusing the monkey. Bo? Now we're even more confused.
Yeah, that is how you pronounce it. Yeah.
Bo, you?
Hmm.
Booyah? Cubes? What? Bullion? What? All right. Bo James. Okay. All right. Bojangles. All right. We're getting.
I found out I had factory doggone header manifolds on this car. Didn't even know it. I knew it come on the VIN, upgraded exhaust in '89. It's actually doggone welded headers. That surprised me. I didn't know that. Back when I had mine years ago, we didn't have the internet, so I didn't know a lot about it. In those days. In the 90s. Echo.
Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles. See, yeah, everyone now.
That was a classic. I seen him in concert in the band back in '87, I think, at Lakeland Airland.
Tim's avatar is scary. Tim, what's up with the avatar? Scary.
Oh, I see that. It's like a bank robber.
I understand Missouri. It's Missouri. Tim hates that when I call it Missouri. No respect in Missouri. Actually, there's two parts of Missouri, and some people call it Missouri. So I guess it's a split down the middle type deal. Maybe 1/3. Oh, speaking of type deal, side chat, Fargo, the new series, season 5 was on Tuesday. It's on Tuesday nights. It's looking pretty good because they kind of got away from 1 and 2, which was really good. I think 5's going to be able to hold its own there. Yeah. If anyone's seen the Fargo series, they're good. You have?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. 1 and 2 are the best, and then 5 is looking good because of the wife, the lady. Yeah.
Is that the one where what's his name? Billy Bob Thornton was in.
That's 1. That's
okay. Boy, that was good.
That was real good, and then number 2 was good because of the big brother and the gang, and then they kind of went sideways after that. You know, not as good. But I think 5's going to be good because they showed 2 episodes in one night, and it's like, okay, this could work. So we'll see. So at least something decent on the TV for a change. So if you guys haven't seen it, check it out. Fargo, Tuesday on FX HD. 8 o'clock my time.
I have Philo. I'm not sure I have FX. I might.
They also say you can watch it on, what is that one? Hulu or something like that.
Okay, I got Hulu.
You can stream it off of Hulu, I think. That's what they said in the ad.
Check that out. You ever watch the Yellowstone?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good at times.
Yeah, the new season is overdue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Rhett, the right-hand man, Rhett.
Yeah.
I believe that's his name. I like him. He doesn't screw around. He's all business. Tell it like rip.
Yeah.
Let her rip. Tater. Yeah.
I was trying to think there for a minute. Well, yeah. Yeah, he's good.
Uh-oh.
Take you down to the train station.
Bam. Tim.
Hello, fellows.
I bought a little thing. I was at Goodwill the other day. Let me show you guys. I thought it was good. And I'm probably gonna say it when I do a live stream. Check this out. I know it's about sorting out life one load at a time.
There you go.
$6.
I saw a really good shirt. What was it? Oh man, now I forgot.
How's it going, Tim?
Hi, guys. Hey, that's pronounced Bo James.
Okay.
I knew it was Bo.
Yeah, it's Bo James. And then they had a Gentleman Jim. The Bo James was blue and silver, and the Gentleman Jim was gold and black.
That is that's legit names for the GMCs.
Yep. They were only made in 75.
Wow.
I slightly remember them.
Yeah, I could kick myself in the ass. You know, I had the 69 Barracuda and I had a 69 Sports Satellite and I had that Bo James, and they're all kind of rare now. And it's like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I sold the Barracuda for $75.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What year was it?
69.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Cuda. When I was young, I always wanted a GTO, 69 GTO.
Yep.
68.
Something like that. Yeah, I had earlier GTOs. Yeah, 66s and a Tempest convertible also.
Yeah, there's something about 69s that are just awesome, I think.
Yeah, they went to more rounded body style over square bodies, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like when they, you know, you went into 70s, they some changed and some didn't.
Mm-hmm. Tread says, remember the Gentleman Jim? That's got my name written all over it.
Yep. I remember it.
Is that a truck or a Jimmy or a what?
It was a GMC, yes.
Wow. Gentleman Jim.
Yeah, it was black and silver, where the Bo James was silver and blue.
Damn.
Did I say black and gold? Black and gold was Gentleman Jim, and the Bo James was blue and silver.
Tin Man is here.
Hey, man.
Oh, Kurt with a K.
Sorting out life one load at a time.
Yeah, I thought I had to buy it. There's a thrift store.
Oh,
Sorting out
that's
life.
funny.
Sorting out life one load at a time. Now that could mean a lot of different things to different people.
I would love to do a video. Hello, this Gentleman Jim sitting in a Gentleman Jim. Yeah, that'd be good stuff.
Well, that's a Safari that you have, isn't it, Jim? The GMC Safari?
That's a Safari.
Yeah.
We're not in any Safari around here.
Yeah, my cousin had one of those. Those are pretty awesome vans.
Yeah, they got a lot of room inside, small on the outside, and basically a chop 350 engine. So good engine.
Oh yeah.
Electrical could be a little iffy. I got a little door thing going on right now.
I bought in 2000 a customized van, one of the old Chevy Custom with the big windows and little seats that turn. At one time, were very expensive. Carpet on the ceiling. And it was perfect condition.
Mm-hmm.
And no air though. That's why I didn't like it.
I love my old 60s GMC handy van. Handy van. Could have had a handy rifle in it. Those were really cool. They had the engine right in front next to you.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that van. It was so cool looking, had a face and everything.
I did find out if you buy paint on Amazon, they won't take it back, but they will give you a refund occasionally and tell you to keep it and dispose of it.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Where'd Pat go?
He probably got bumped. He's making rice and he's got birds that are going crazy. Yeah.
Ooh, he had a 69 El Camino.
I always loved El Caminos. I saw a 69 Pat in a parking lot last week. Yeah. It was,
Sweet.
it looked like original tatered condition, but there it was. Yeah.
Tin Man, that's what I was talking about earlier. You could take that saying different ways.
Oh, Pat says he's eating and he can't eat in front of the birds.
Yeah.
It's hard to eat when someone's on your back, huh? Yeah. Oh, that's funny. So, Tim, you do any Black Friday deals or anything?
No.
You're being a good boy.
I don't do the gunsmith stuff.
We normally, if we need something or want something, we normally just buy it.
Yeah.
I'm cheap. I wait till it goes on sale.
Well, usually when you want something, it's never on sale the minute you
Yeah.
want it. And then when you don't need it, a lower parts kit. I just bought a lower parts kit. Didn't need it. It was $19.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, on sale. So you can always, if you break apart, you got something, Because I pilfered all my other ones.
I wanted these tools months ago, and I just left them in the cart at Brownells. And I knew holidays were coming up, and I waited. So I got those Milwaukee tools. I bought a bunch of them last year at Black Friday. Got an electric screwdriver like $100-something, $69. Had the battery, the charger, everything. $69. Yeah, I got a lot of good deals last year.
Oh, Tim, I bought 223 bullets because I'm gonna load for it now. 223 bullets. And
Which kind?
Midway, free shipping, and bullets are included. Heavy bullets are included. And I'm like, yeah, boom, 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 boom. I got a couple of factory seconds. Okay. One's like a Hornady soft point. Another one's a 77 grain hollow point, and I think that's an ELD. Okay, they didn't tell what it is, but it looks like an ELD.
Wow.
And then I got, and then we're talking, 12 cents or less, 12 cents, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Each, 100 for $12, whatever. And then I got 500, and I'm not sure about these, but 500 Barry's full metal jacket, not plated, full metal jacket. 500 for they were 10 cents a piece for $50. Yeah.
Wow.
So
That is good.
I figure I can plink with those, but they're full metal jacket, so they're not plated. People
Check sometimes on Arm and Alley, and check on Arm or Alley. Check Mid South.
Yeah, mid south.
I seen them here a few months ago for 8 cents a piece.
Yeah, but is there shipping?
Plus, you have to pay shipping.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
And people who need bullets right now, Midway has, if they still have their free shipping with $79 spent, which was easy this time for me, you're not paying shipping, so that price is actually legit.
Yeah. Good deal.
And I should have bought more, but I couldn't. I got a budget on this is for Christmas. Budget.
What about primers? Are you able to find small rifle primers?
My local place didn't have them, but Shields had a sale on them, and they just posted tonight or yesterday $59
Wow.
a brick.
That's awesome.
Small rifle and small pistol, but my Shields doesn't carry them in stock.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're coming down. There's competition. You'll notice all these brands are showing up. Remingtons, all these brands are showing back up. It's going to come down, people.
Good.
Give it a few months. Give it a half year.
Yeah, I haven't really reloaded in 3 years. It's really, starting to get to me.
There's one shop here in Athens, mom and pop. So, and they still want $100
Yeah.
a brick. I mean, $100. I said, I'll keep waiting until it comes down. It still hasn't come down.
Sportsman's Warehouse months back had them for 55, even 50, I think. And so you got to watch out for those places. And we have lots of those up there. But if they're only going to give me two, driving up there isn't worth it, you know.
Right.
And I'm still my mark is in the 40s. I'm still in the 40s. Okay, so 49 I might bite. I need large pistol. I'm down to 3 bricks of those, maybe 2.5. And then I opened up a case of small, and I was like, son of a bitch, there are only 500 in this case. Yeah, or 5,000 in this case. I thought it was 1,000. I thought it was sitting on 1,000, you know, a full case, 10,000.
Right.
It turned out it was 5,000. So now I'm pissed.
Yeah.
And those were $18 a brick. Yeah. I know I keep saying that to piss people off.
I need a couple of boxes at least. I'd like to, when it gets down, I like to get a 5,000 rounds. Not rounds, but you know, primers.
I got those at Grafs and Sons during the Obama scare, and I was surprised they had them in stock, and they were 18 a brick. And I checked Grafs and Sons recently; they don't have any primers. Yeah, and they have a flat rate. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for that 40 something mark. 49, maybe I'll bite. Yeah, I'm waiting. I can wait.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not in a hurry. I got enough to get by until then. And then it'll be like, bam.
My problem is I just can't find them.
Yeah.
They're around here, but they're high. I won't pay that for it.
Yeah. As soon as they start sitting on the shelves, when the price will come down, just like anything else. You can't give away a truck right now. You know what I mean? A new truck.
Yeah.
You can't give them away. They're too much. Never saw a 10K case. Yeah, this one I thought was 10K. I thought it was sitting on it, and I cracked it open a month ago, and I was like, damn it. There's only 5 boxes in here. The rest was filled with cardboard, you know.
Oh.
Well, I didn't get screwed. It was just that I forgot that they were, I bought them in cases like that. So.
I wish I had a powder coat gun set up, you know, with the actual tube.
Yeah. Well, you can, Harbor Freight has them.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Eastwood does. I think 100 something bucks. Some of them 200 and something.
No, Harbor Freight's going to be cheap. All it's doing is blowing.
Yeah.
You're going to need like an exhaust booth or something.
What I want to do is have aluminum manifold that's got discolored over the years, and I'd like to repaint it. And I don't paint. I thought about 2K, which is 2-part paint, like you know the good pros use. Paint it silver or aluminum color, and then put it on my car. But
yeah, Eastwood has that chrome powder coat.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out really nice.
Mm-hmm. You can also use gun coat. You don't have to mix 2 parts, and you bake it.
Yeah. I actually went to a restoration place, and I said, I got an aluminum manifold set for 30 years. I'd like to redo it. And he said, powder coat. I said, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can still spray it, though.
Well, for as small as they are, just have a powder coat place do it for you, and they'll put it on the rack when they do a batch of that color or whatever, if they have that color.
I need to call around and see. I went to a restoration place that did a lot of work, and they said they didn't even do it at all.
Well, there's places that just powder coat, just like sandblasting. That's all they do. Sandblasting, powder coat. And the sandblaster's usually next to a powder coat guy.
you can't really see it because the plenum, the edges look good. It's just in the center there. You can tell fuels and age, you know, got to it. Aluminum. But it would look good painted or coated. It would. What it is, I want to put it in car shows up in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Take it up there. Have me some wild weekends up there with all those classic cars everywhere. They said they have live bands. I think they even have a Corvette car show up there. Nothing but Corvettes from all around the country come up
Yep.
there. Yeah, that's where I want to go. Ramble around. Maybe get some live music there.
Yeah, Tread. I have primers I got at a garage sale, and I thought the guy was asking too much, so I only bought the ones that were $5 a brick. I should have bought everything. Some of them rat turds in them, but that's okay. They all fired.
Somebody was telling me to bead blast it. Pat.
Well, he's saying, yeah, just if you want it silver, just hit it, maybe clear coat it after, but you can always just clean them up that way.
I'm about through. That thing's. I thought most of the money was done when I got the block home. I'm having to buy paint. Still gotta go get spark plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one thing after another. Eat my money up.
You're going to have little things that before it's all finished that get you ding here and there.
Yeah.
It's always like that. Everything's like that.
I know.
That's why I don't start any more remodeling around here projects, because it'll just turn into a snowball.
Yeah, I've did that here.
Uncle Jim, that's a spent primer price. Yeah. Ratter's work is a moisture. Yes. I can go grab a box right now that says rat farts or rat turds on it. CCIs, I believe they are. Magnums, maybe.
Guys, I got to get on Brownells and buy some stuff. And thank you for having me on, Uncle Jim.
Okay. All right.
Enjoyed it, man.
Thanks for coming on, and we'll have a good shopping tonight.
You too. Have a good one, Tim.
Catch you later.
Good to see you on the side chat. I enjoyed it.
See ya.
Take care.
All right. Take care.
You too.
On the Midways bullets, they have factory seconds, and if you look at the ratings on some of these things, people are like, I can't tell a difference. They weigh the same. They shoot awesome. They shoot as good as my blah, blah, blahs.
Yeah, see, they do that over at Sierra too.
Yeah.
They have seconds, but you can only buy them at the factory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, same with Barnes down here. I was going to ask them if I could sweep their floors and get factory seconds. They wouldn't even let me in. I don't know if it was a holiday or what, but no employees only that day. So
Right.
I drive by it all the time, but you know how expensive barns are too. Gee,
Yeah.
they want a fortune. So
Some of their bullets are right there comparable with Hornady. Some of them.
Mm-hmm. Try American Reloading.
Hadn't even heard of them.
I have a few places saved. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at my iPad. That sounds familiar. There's a place I found where brass is free shipping and it's cheap, but they don't have a good variety. They have one.
Right.
They have two I need. So
Well, things are starting to pick up. They have to if anybody's shooting any.
yeah. Oh, that's a different reloading I was thinking of. Okay. I get the Midway seconds, no problem. So James has tried them. You know, they're all different brands. Sometimes they don't tell you what they are, but you can tell by looking at them what the bullet is. I mean, obviously, Hornady soft point is a Hornady soft point. But just something to fart around with, because for Christmas I have dies, a gauge, and a turret, and all the stuff I need. So after Christmas, it's 223 time just for the hell of it. So we got blasting ammo cheap.
Yeah. I had one of the old timers tell me one time, he said, you know, the seconds in the cast bullets have still got, or in the jacketed bullets, got to be better than some of the cast bullets. I'm like, yeah, okay, if that's what you think.
Yeah, well, like 223 is tough, you know that.
Yeah.
But other calibers, a pistol, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I've always shot cast in my pistols.
Yeah,
The only time I've ever used the jacketed bullets when I wanted to use like a special hunting type bullet.
yeah. And when you're doing 44 and stuff like that, it's cheap casting.
Yeah. I still haven't shot my 300 blackout yet.
Holy,
I've had that thing for several months. That
oh,
might be close to a year now. I've had it and still haven't shot it.
is that the one you got wood stocks on?
No, that is actually a 223.
Oh, okay.
The blackout has got the what is it? Magpul.
Magpul.
Yeah, Magpul. The tan grip and butt plate.
You got to get loading for that. You're gonna love it. It's so
Well,
good.
I loaded up 4 different loads and then forgot to write down what they were, so now I don't remember what they were.
Oh. You probably got some dot in there too.
No, they're not dots. They're 427, 4227, and I think there's some 1680 power pistol.
1680 is going to be great in your bullets. 1680 is my favorite in heavies. H110, there's tons. You can go forever.
There might be an H110. I don't remember what they are.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that. I think I'm going to take them out and shoot them and remember what they are. And then a month later, I'm like, well, I don't remember what that is.
Yeah. Or you're going to have to pull one and weigh it and see what it is. Yeah.
I'll probably just shoot them and then just start over.
I've done that because I'll put little paper cards on the loading tray with all the bullets, and then it's like, where's the card? But I know they're safe. They're all loaded and neat and ready to go.
Right.
And I can guess what they are, but you don't know for sure. Yeah, that happens when you start doing too many calibers on the bench at once. You start stacking them here and putting them there, and then this moves, and you forgot, and it should be in a I'll put them in Tupperware with the card, seal the Tupperware, bam.
There you go.
If they're sitting out, nope.
Yeah, I'm like you. I normally write out a little card and slip it in there with them, and
and then
this time I didn't, and no, I don't remember.
And then if I really like the load, I write it down in a book and put good next to it. You know, good load, likes this pistol, whatever. Yeah, I finally got smart and did a book on each gun and just started doing what it likes, overall lengths with what bullets, what powders it likes, and just start doing that. And then someday and it's all scribbly looking. Someday I'll look good and do all
I got that too. I've got books for each gun, each caliber.
Yeah. Because when you got a bunch of ARs, it's tough, you know. Okay, what do I call this AR? And that, you know, it's whatever.
Right.
I try and make them fit all.
So Jim, what's going on with the preacher?
He just shot 3 coyotes with a 7 mag.
Well, is he putting out any videos? I'm not seeing any videos.
He did one a week or two ago, and he was just on here in the side chat. He did a preachable moment, and it had something to do with, I forget what the theme was about. He started with, damn it. Anyway, Yeah, he did a video a week or two ago.
You know, I have to look back on there. I did.
He kind of burned out on it for a little while there. So
Yeah,
but-
well, you know, he was preaching at a certain church, and now he's going mobile. He's
he went mobile.
moving
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
But I think he got burned out on YouTube's for a little bit, but he'll come back. You can tell that he's going to come back.
Yeah.
Sometimes you burn out, so
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to get a different president. Maybe I'll feel better.
yeah, I think whole America will feel better. Yeah,
I hope.
foreign countries will feel better. It'll be, everyone's going to be in the streets going
Yeah,
shooting in the air. Yeah,
that's it.
I know. It's all we can do to survive any more months of this crap.
Yeah.
So actually, some of the liberal news is turning on him now, so that's good. Questioning him,
Well,
everything.
you can only see so much stupid before you go, hey, that's really stupid.
I can't hide this stupid anymore.
No doubt.
We can't even spin this anymore, We're not buying it. We cried wolf way too many times. Now
No doubt.
yeah. So, it's garage time. Hang on there, Tim. It's good that you came on. I've been wondering about you. And
Yeah, the wife's had some loss here lately.
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I've been dealing with that. And then my two teenage grandsons are just gone wild on me. And
So you're busy, yeah. You got your hands full.
yeah, it's a miracle I'm on here right now.
Yeah, I know. And Julio hasn't been on because he's not feeling well.
What's going on with him?
Well, I'll let Julio talk about it, but
Has he been sick?
no, I don't think I should say anything without Julio's permission. But
Okay.
hopefully he's going to do good once he gets taken care of.
Yeah, life gets in the way sometimes. Or I should say, life's life.
Mm-hmm.
Or as the French would say, c'est la vie.
Well, there's excuse me. That's if you don't give a crap. But who follows that? The French.
Come on, Jim.
Well, I shouldn't badmouth the French. They helped us out in the revolution, so can't.
That's right.
They provided money and everything, so you got to remember that.
Yeah.
I just look at them today. Anyway. Yeah, so you just got to keep on keeping on. When we get older, you lose everybody. So
Yeah. Did you get some snow today?
yeah, a ton this morning.
Really?
Yeah, it snowed all night, and I thought, okay, they say about 2 inches or whatever. I woke up to 6 inches of wet.
Oh.
That's deep.
Well, I guess it's been snowing up in Kansas City. What is it? Kansas State was playing tonight, and it was snowing there, and they play up in Arrowhead Stadium.
Well, the good news is sun came out, melted the driveway, and sunny all week. So I got to wrap my swinger up because it's dragging that snow right now.
Oh no!
I got to make it higher and then put some stuff out there in case I can't go out there for a while, knee high,
Yeah.
or do the snowshoe thing.
Yeah, I love them old single shot H&Rs. They look so pretty.
You should see the bruise on my shoulder.
Oh, I bet. I
They
bet that old hard butt plate.
there's no weight to them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, I shoot it for the first time in the video. You saw that. I'm like, bam. I'm like, damn. I don't remember this because I have the same a Winchester and 20 gauge like that.
Yeah.
And
I-
I'm like, damn.
I know no boy that shot a 10 gauge in that H&R, and he just loved it. He actually, I don't know what, he bought a 12 gauge, 3.5 inch, instead of shooting his 10 gauge. And he said that 3.5 kicked the shit out of him more than that 10 gauge would.
Wow, it's hard to believe. Yeah.
He said, well, it was a different feel. It was more like it would lay into you with the 10 gauge, but it would just like stomp you with the 12 gauge.
Yeah. Good night, chessboard. Take care. And Hobbies is back. Mike is back. Yeah. Yeah. So it kind of surprised me off the bat. I knew it was light. I knew it was going to kick. But then I woke up the next day and had a big old bruise. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I'm just too soft nowadays.
Well, that's what I grew up shooting dubs with, was a H&R that my uncle had. And the poor thing was so wore out. It had such a hair trigger. You could breathe on it and it'd go off.
Nice. Yeah, I like them because they're simple. You can look down the bore, you know, say you're making some loads and you want to just double check if the wadding inside got out the barrel, and
Yep.
you can look down it, you know, and I like it. It's nice and casual. And if you want to shoot a lot of rounds, just have a little fanny pack and, you know, put your shells in there. So,
Yeah, the best group I ever shot was out of a New England Arms single shot out of a 223, actually.
yeah.
The first shot went wild, but then after that, it was like in a 1/4 inch group.
Yeah, the place I bought this, I was picking up an FFL and I saw it, and it's been there. The place I bought it from, the same place, had a 243, but it was modern plastic stock one. And I'm kicking myself for not getting that 243. And my thought was, I don't want to load and cast for another caliber, you know. And 243 casting, I don't know how well that works. But 243, it's, you know, that would have been a neat, I don't know. I love my 357. And
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have like a blackout in that. A legend would be cool in that. or
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah.
The CVA's been selling in the Scout and the Hunter in the 350 Legend.
Yeah. And they have a little blackout pistol like a Contender, but you can't swap barrels.
Yeah.
So that turned me off on the barrel swap thing.
Well, they say that.
Yeah, Tread is
But,
right here. Tread is right. I wasn't holding it tight. And where the bruise is isn't where it should have been. But
Well,
hey,
didn't you say you had one of them old red rubber boots?
yeah, I have a brown one, a recoil reducing slip on that's about this big.
I had one of them on a 308. What they call them? Survival. Yeah. And that it helped. It helped big time.
It does help, or if you got something under your coat or you got, you know, good clothing on. I was wearing this right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was more concentrating on pattern on the target, and I was a little loosey-goosey with it. And yeah, it isn't, the way that you cheek it is totally different than my Mossberg 500s, which are easy to shoot, you know. But that one, the cheek weld and everything, I wasn't comfortable with it yet. It's different.
Yeah.
So I'll get used to it once the bruise is gone. I was holding up an AR and I was like, damn, my shoulder hurts. So I think it's pistols for a few days.
Yeah.
And it's a nasty black bruise too.
Well, was you having trouble with that shoulder anyway?
Yeah, it's just recovering from something was grinding in my shoulder, and it was really hard on me for a couple weeks. And now that's kind of back.
Well, that's good.
I'm all screwed up right now. Sprained ankle, bad shoulder. Well, just throw it to the pile.
Well, it's with the age, Jim. It's with the age.
Neck hurts, but that's the way I lay on the couch is the neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Booze and Bullets is back. Just build up a cellulose, a callus. Oh, build a callus. Yeah. No, I just need to hold it more right in here. I was over, and I don't know. It's just a different piece of wood on that thing. It's even different than my 20 gauge, but that's a Winchester, so different stock. So it'll be one of those guns I shoot like once every 2 weeks. Don't shoot them back to back every day. I do want to do some skeeting with it this winter. I told the son we got to make a mold where we make ice birds, ice clays.
Oh, yeah.
In the freezer, we'll have ice, and that way when they break up, it's just ice, We thought
and it just disappears.
It's got to fit. We have a handheld thrower and an automatic one that needs to be welded somewhere. Anyway, we'll throw the hand thrower. So we got to make one that fits the hand thrower and make these little discs and put them in our big freezer. And we'll see how that works. Maybe they'll just slip off the thrower. I don't know, but we'll try that. That'd be a fun video, I think.
That ought to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad had a Montgomery Ward's single shot. It had like a 30-inch barrel, but it was so full that you would have to wait till the clay was like way out there before you could shoot it.
Yeah, this one will be a lot sooner. Yeah. It patterned everything I shot pretty good if I, had my aim perfect. So that's good.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I thought it would go a little wacky with the buck, having a choke on it, but it didn't. Where my 20 gauge does, it doesn't like it as much. But they have
What'd you say? It was modified?
It's a mod choke, yeah. And the 20 gauge, I can't remember if it's improved or what it is. I don't know. I wish it was a hair more open for slugs because mod doesn't seem to like those.
Yeah, no, improved cylinder or just cylinder pelling.
Yeah,
period.
Improved on up, yeah, or open for, yeah. Special, cool. New Year's chat. How to read and write Spank English one night. Hey, Christmas is coming. We got to do a Christmas chat, then a New Year's. So,
yeah, I've got some things I've got kind of working out for Santa this year. He's tired of wearing red.
No.
So he might end up wearing something besides red this year.
Hey, there's Mario. He says, "Hello, fellow gunners."
Boy, hello, Mario.
Boy, do we miss that intro. Hello, fellow gunners.
Yeah, my brown brother from another mother.
That's right. Good to see you, Mario. There's a linky poo if you want to come on. Otherwise, we're going to end probably short anyway. But if you want to come on, Mario, I hope you're doing good, buddy. Yeah, I was thinking about your intro also. You know how you lost your intro? Dun, 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 you know?
Yeah, that one. Yep.
You can copy it off of one of your old videos and just take the sound.
Well, you know what? Here's the funniest part. Oh my gosh, Chap sent me a copy of the sound,
Yeah.
but I can't play it for some reason.
Okay.
don't-
Well,
And I don't know why.
this is even easier. Take one of your old videos and download it and just edit out everything but the intro. Take a short video that you have,
Yeah.
edit everything but the intro. Save the intro, download it, put it back on your phone, and
Let's
edit.
try that.
That's all you have to do because you already have it and you can download right here on YouTube.
Right.
So just put it back up there and cut out your whatever your video was. Pick a short one so you don't have to go all the way. And then boom, you got your intro back. I love that intro. And I hate intros. I cannot
Yeah.
stand intros, but I like
Yeah.
that one. Dun dun da da, you know.
Well, does Klein keep changing with you?
Does what?
Klein.
No, I don't do any updates on that.
Well, they keep changing. Every time I upload a video, it's like, this has changed and whatnot and what. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, I don't do any updates. I'm afraid to because I'm so comfortable with it. I can just edit in my sleep. It's so fresh.
Right.
If I have to go, because I had that other kind before where I like editing the sound better on that one. KleinMaster, you got that stupid graph thing. I hate that. I never
Yeah.
got the sound cuts right. But the other one had the greatest sound, but KleinMaster has more tweaky things you can do. Yeah. So I'm so comfortable. I know they're going to like change it and screw me all up. And then I got to learn all over again.
Well, that's what I keep running into is they keep, every time I want to upload a video, it's changed. And I'm like, I don't want you to change.
Yeah, that sucks. No, mine's been the same for quite a few years, a couple of years.
Yeah, maybe that's because you keep using it and I'm not.
Yeah, if you stay away for a while, maybe they're doing something. They want you to buy it, and
Right.
if you click on that, man, things are going to get wacky. I know it will, so I'm not clicking on nothing
Yeah.
because they have a ton of new features now. But do I really want, to pay for something and get the logo off of there, and then find out that I have a nightmare editing? 'Cause
Right.
it's stupid easy for me right now. I just do this, boom, 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 upload.
Yep. You already know what you got and what you want.
Yeah. So I don't know. I know they're going to screw with us, Tim. They're going to screw it up. We're going to new and improved. And we're like, oh my God, no. Can we have the old version? Yeah. Oh, people are saying Rainbow Santa. I'm thinking you're going green, but you don't have to tell us.
Rainbow Santa.
Are you going green, Tim? I don't know. Green Santa. Bud Light Santa. Oh, there you go.
No, I don't think so. Might be more of a ham Santa.
Yeah. Good to see Mario. Jag is still here. As long as you can shake a rock. That damn rock was in my way. I was trying to get ready for the snow, and that rock is still out there with the rope on it. That's what you're talking about. It's still out there. And I was like, if I hit that with the snowblower, if it gets deep and I bring the snowblower in the backyard, that's gonna cost a couple sleigh pins.
That's gonna be rough.
Last year, because we were using like this rebar for markers, and paint them orange. Last year, I took out a rebar and wrapped it in my snowblower. We're talking rebar, and not the fat stuff, but still, it wrapped that thing around. And I get off the tractor, and I'm like, son of a bitch, how did that make it all the way up the hill? Going like this the whole time.
Yeah.
My son's like, enough of that. Oh, battery. Hang on. Enough of that. So we got, some reason my battery's not charging. So we got fiberglass this time. Hang on, Tim. I have to go under here and see what's going on. Did I? Oh, I tripped over it. All right. Problem solved. You know how cords have a box and then the cord continues? It's separate.
Yeah.
Why do they put the damn box there? Put it by the plug-in.
Yeah.
Designers, engineers. So yeah, my just about lost the chat. Okay. So yeah, rebar. That thing's a tough snowblower because it didn't even break a sleigh pin.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah.
You would think that would have popped a key or
Yeah. So
part or whatever is holding it together.
Two bolts. Yeah. There's a bolt for each side because each side's independent. And so instead of buying them, all we do is copy them. So they have ground marks on each side of the bolt that should break, the size of the tube. So we just make our own. I have the son make up a bunch.
Heck yeah.
So now we got fiberglass poles. But now I'm thinking, well, if I eat a fiberglass pole, it's going to do this. It's going to be nasty. I don't know. But I'm not drinking and plowing now. So there's a difference. It's a little bit of difference.
Yeah.
But still, you don't want to get that close to the edge.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know how I even took that thing out, but I did. So, yeah, we weren't quite ready for snow this year. Gas, all these little things. They didn't, the gas cans. If you got a 5-gallon jug, full, it's not the easiest thing to put in a quad tank,
Right.
filling it. So we poured into a smaller one. And I had to deal with all this little stuff today to get back in the routine.
It is almost December.
I know. It should have been snowing before this. So
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't had any snow.
yeah, I hope it's not dry. I hope to see snow. January, February is when we really get hit. I hope so. So end of Christmas.
Yeah.
We did have one Christmas where I was like, we might not have a white Christmas for the first time this year living up here. And it snowed that night. I was like, yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was good. Uncle Jim uses grade 8 bolts, not for sleigh pins. Oops, right here. No, not for sleigh pins. No. The one thing I like about Tractor Supply, you buy it by the pound. Whatever it is, just throw it in there. It's by the pound. So
That's the way hardware stores around here used to be, and they're not so much anymore. Everything's got a price on it now.
yeah, and then you got to write the price, and the cashier.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like, no, here's the bag. It's 2 pounds. There you go. It's
There you go. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. You're right. Now you got to write down what it was, what it is.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he made up a jig just to make them weak in 2 spots, and if you go too far, they start breaking early on heavy snow, and if you don't do enough, you can take out a damn rebar. But it really didn't mess it up. All it did was take some paint off one ring where it was spinning around in there.
So how'd you get it out of there?
We had, I think, bolt cutters. So we tried twisting it, and you had to get it up like that. And I think we just took the bolt cutters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should have saved it as a trophy reminder. Oh well. It's always fun. Something happens something doesn't happen, and then you're wondering, this is going too good.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, what's Ozark been up to? Do you know?
well, last time I saw him, he was frying a turkey. And he got a buck. And I don't know what else he's been up to.
Cool. Yeah, I don't see much out of him either.
Well, everyone's kind of busy. The chats aren't as heavy as they used to be, as far as people coming on. So there were times where I was thinking, let's just skip the chats now. But
Yeah.
other people said, no, don't do that. So we're keep plugging.
So have you had any eggnog yet?
No, I quit drinking. So
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
maybe Christmas I have one or something.
Yeah.
It's 40 something days now. 48, maybe 47 days.
There you go.
Yeah, but I told my wife Christmas is going to be tough. Christmas
Yeah.
is tough. I can't slug the nug.
Yeah. Or have any of that cranberry drink that you were drinking.
Yeah, well, the cranberry though, boy, that was tearing me up as far as heartburn goes.
Oh, I bet.
And it's a lot of sugar water, and so I thought, hey, let's lose the gut. I'll quit drinking and try and lose the gut. Guess what? The gut hasn't moved one bit.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I quit drinking to lose the gut, and the gut's still there.
So it's not really the drinking that was causing the gut.
Why am I spinning my wheels now? Yeah.
Oh no.
So we'll see. 994. What? 994 subs. Almost time. Really? Did we get up to 990 something?
You're almost to 1,000, Jim.
All over again. Yay. Let's see. It doesn't show on. Oh, yeah. It says 994. Oh, man. 1,000. Yeah.
You know, as many videos as they've deleted of mine, it's a wonder that I haven't had to start over.
Yeah. Well,
for the longest time, they were deleting my videos, not even telling me, not giving me a strike or anything, just deleting them.
Wow.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I always get warnings and threats. As far as I know, I don't know what's missing. I do too many videos, so I don't know what's missing. But I've never caught them just deleting one without a warning or something or a reason.
Well, I'd go back to like review something or another, and they'd go, "This video's not available." I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Weird. And you boo for your hiccups. I don't get that one. I know Jack's going to give me shit. What's he saying here? He got Uncle Jim 3, DB Cooper conspiracies. DB Cooper anniversary was the day after Thanksgiving. 53 years. They had CooperCon in Seattle for the first time.
Huh.
Yeah, they had some interesting evidence too about the money. The tie, the way the scratch marks were on it. It was like a machinist was cleaning bolts with it or something. The shit on the tie. There's a museum that has a parachute that won't they won't let them do forensics on it, and that would tell a bunch of stuff. And the Seattle Museum won't let them take some sticky patches for electron microscope on parachute. So screw that museum. Don't donate to that. That's what they're saying. Yeah, there's a lot of good evidence. Some new stuff. It's gonna go forever. It's gonna go forever.
Oh yeah.
It's the only unsolved one, and the guy had balls. Oh, they had one of the copycats there, Martin McNally. He was a young kid. He jumped. He never jumped before in his life. He jumped out of the back of the stairs, going faster in the dark, like Cooper.
Wow.
His money came off. He had it tied around his belt, and a little bit of this guy's a character too. He's out of jail and everything. They gave him 2 life sentences for that because he actually hijacked 2 planes, because the first one got hit by a Cadillac. Someone's trying to stop the plane. It's crazy. There might be a movie on it. This guy's story is a movie all by itself. He had like a blowback 45 that he chopped the barrel off. He brought that on the plane. It was like a Mac 10 or something, and a pistol. Anyway, and he had clothes underneath the clothes. So his story right there, and they're on YouTube where he's interviewed through 6, 7, I don't know. I think I sent it to you. Anyway, his story's fascinating. He was there at that CooperCon thing. I've only seen a few hours of it, but it's not all on there. Anyway, it's super interesting stuff, people.
Yeah, I have to look it up.
So McNally lost his money. It came off of his belt. He had a cheap belt buckle, and it came off when the parachute came out. Now, McNally, unlike Cooper, they only gave him backup parachutes, so they're on the front. They're fronts, okay? And Cooper wanted backs and fronts, you know. And when he got the parachute, he's like, "What the hell is this?" And then he's like, "Can someone show me how to put this on?" Well, they had a guy come in to show him how. He was an expert. He turned out to be an FBI, and he's like, "No, get out of here." Anyway, so he jumps, and the parachute hits him in the face. You know, the front chute, and almost knocks him out. He got his face all screwed up. And when that happened, the money fell. And some farmer found it a few days later, and the stupid farmer reported it. He could have been, and it was $500,000. He could have been sitting on that money. You know, nobody knows. And this money wasn't marked.
Wow.
Sat on that money and been rich. He turns it in. So, and then they found his gun like on some military airport. The poor thing hit the ground, and yeah. So he also had a little wig on. And so they did a sketch of him, and it looks just like him, where Cooper has different sketches, but McNally, it looks just like him, the stupid wig and everything. And he's a young kid. So he spent all his life in prison, which is a story in itself. And then they had a helicopter come in, a lady at gunpoint on the helicopter driver to escape from prison. And that went bad. This guy's life story is crazy. And now he's out, and he's a super nice guy. And he tells a story, and it's all true. He's a matter of fact kind of guy. You guys, Martin McNally, just say Skyjacker. So anyway, I'm rambling about that. I find it fascinating that someone jumps out of back of a 747, first time he ever jumped, with money and a gun and a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's balls, okay? And he was like a small-time burglar type guy. He wasn't, balls.
Yeah. That reminds me of like the cocaine bear. You know the cocaine bear? The true story is more fascinating than the damn movie.
Yeah.
The movie's just stupid. But
Yeah.
the true story about the bear and the pilot and the co-pilot is so fascinating.
Yeah.
You
Now
know who ended up with the cocaine bear, don't you? The real one,
Mm-mm.
Waylon Jennings.
Really?
It was stuffed, and he got it. It was his for a long time.
Wow. See, the real life is way more fascinating.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The whole story of the cocaine bear was the real story was so much better than the goofy comedy,
Mm-hmm.
they came out with.
Oh, that's funny. Let's see. They're talking about Oswald had help. Yes, he did. And it wasn't a Carcano. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. I think Jags just those guys are giving me crap about the Mauser found before the Carcano, and then they switched it to the Carcano. All right. They're giving me crap. They want me to ramble on this
I
conspiracy.
had a Carcano. It wasn't very accurate.
Well,
It wasn't. Let me say this: it was not that accurate.
well, the deal was you couldn't give them away. They were super cheap.
I bought mine for $65.
Yeah, I'm talking, 90s, early 2000, because you
Yeah.
couldn't get ammo. People would buy it and say, "How come I can't get ammo?"
Exactly. I gave $65 for this rifle, and I thought, boy, this is great. And then I couldn't find ammunition, and when I did, it was higher than what the rifle was for 20 rounds.
Yeah, I think it's Norma or something like that. Or
Yeah.
KFW has, he's got a CNR license and he has a Carcano. And, before I'm like, useless. Now I'm thinking, when you reload, it's awesome. And the Carcano's cool looking now. It's like certain cars that you thought now look cool. Even a Pinto looks cool these days.
Well, see, I couldn't find brass or anything. I had to machine my brass out of 243.
Yeah, I think he makes brass, forms it out of something. So now that you reload for it, it's a neat little gun, and he's got the short one, which is super cool looking with the sights and everything. It's super cool. And now I'm thinking, well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pat's being sarcastic here. Mm-hmm. What about Berettas, though? Mm-hmm. Italians make some good shotguns. Those little shops that make the knockoffs are beautiful, or at least they used to be. A lot of garbage rods back then. Garbage rods. You mean long guns or tent poles or whatever you want to call them? I don't know. There's a lot of surplus guns that are pretty cool now that you can do the brass and load for it. Lead bullets and not expensive. It's like those Swiss ones, Those things, the ammo wasn't that fun either. But now everyone's got that figured out. Those are nice. Oh. So, Tim, I know that you used to watch McBullen, right?
Yeah.
And the SEALs were getting on his case for something. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they're saying, you're not one of our brothers anymore. You've gone commercial. You have a YouTube channel and all this and tell stories, and you're not one of us anymore. And he's like, what the hell? What did I do? I'm just making a living here,
Yeah, you know, I don't know if you know it or not, but he has that post-traumatic system
Stress.
real bad.
Yeah,
And it took a hold of him for a long time.
I think what he's doing helps him. You know,
Yeah.
it helps him doing that, and he's
But that's
yeah.
that's how I learned about the Cocaine Bear was him. He's the
Oh.
one that came out with the true story about the Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, the only problem with him now, because I used to listen to his stories, is he rambles too much now. Now a story takes an hour when we don't need to hear what the color of the leaves were and everything. Just let's get to the end.
Well,
That's-
he was putting out like 5 videos a week, and then he had a kid, and then you could see it. He looked horrible. He was just drained.
Yeah.
And then he dropped to 3 and then to 2, and now it's like once a week.
Yeah, but his own seals, it's kind of tough that the seals got on his case.
Yeah. Well, some of his first videos were about, some of his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was over there and having to go through, what do you call it? Initiation, all that.
Yeah.
It's not boot camp. What the hell is it called? Anyway, he was confirmed though, because a lot of people were asking, is he a real SEAL or is he just one of these, stolen valor guys?
Yeah.
No, that's it. He's a real SEAL.
Yeah.
Even what's his name confirmed it, who checks on all these stolen valor guys. What's his name? Can't think tonight. He confirmed it. So I don't know. I don't know if you noticed though. I haven't, watched him or listened to him. I like to hear something when I go to sleep, and but if you noticed or not, his stories are dragging twice as long, and he's got commercials now, and it's driving me crazy. I don't need this. Let's just do it like you used to do it. You're really.
I actually haven't watched him in probably 6 months or longer.
Mm-hmm. Me too. But if you watch a new one or latest, you're going to notice he drags his story on twice as much. Maybe
I'll have to watch one of his new ones to see.
Yeah, maybe he gets more time on YouTube and gets paid for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's
Well,
dragging.
the other ones he'd do 3 stories in a video. So now he's just down to 1 story in a video.
That's the size of 3.
Yeah, that is the size of 3. Yeah.
I got hooked on the earlier ones because the stories are fascinating. A real real thing. We're talking about real life is better than fake,
Well,
And that's what's so cool about it.
and the way he would present it is like he was there. It's like he was presenting it like he was there, one of the people, and it just came off really good.
I don't know how he can memorize all that. I couldn't get through a paragraph without screwing up, and he can just do the whole thing without a script.
Yeah.
For an hour, half hour, whatever, 15, depending on the video. Now his videos are long, and you might as well just scroll forward to the point. Anyway,
well, I'm noticing that about some of our mechanics that we watch, like Vice Grip Garage. What used to be like 40 minutes is like 2 hours now.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy cow!
And for me, he's gotten really old quick. I like Puddin's Fab Shop.
Yeah.
And he's even starting to get a little bit, you get tired of him. But
well, if you'll notice, they started out doing it like we would do it, like we were on the ground fixing something.
yeah,
But now they've got shops, they've got lifts, they've got all the modern tools. And it's like, well, that's not how we do it.
yeah. Well, they're making a lot of money now, and
Yeah.
Puddin bought a house off of it, selling T-shirts, a new shop, a big shop, big property,
Yep.
nice equipment, a lift. Before he was on the ground,
Yep.
he wouldn't even use the roller someone sent him. He'd be on a piece of cardboard
Yep.
like we would do it.
Yeah.
But he's still funnier than hell. And that's why I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Puddin's pretty funny when he gets going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little things he says is funnier than hell.
He
Anyway,
is funny.
people probably don't know what we're talking about on the side here, but Puddin's Fad Shop. And then he opened another channel. Everyone goes to, I have 2 channels now, so they can get twice the revenue.
Yep.
Come on.
That sleeper dude that I watch, I think he's got 3 channels now.
Yeah, it's like, come on now. Come on. Just do one channel. It'll be fun.
His newest one is Sleeper Dude Armed, where he goes through his guns and stuff now instead of mechanics.
All the channels are starting. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, do you remember when we first started, Jim? YouTube wouldn't let you go over 15 minutes a week.
Yeah. Didn't you have to have 1,000 subs to do certain things?
Yeah, you couldn't go over like 15 minutes a week and blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
now it's 2 hours a day and you can do 3 or 4 times a week.
I don't even know the rules. Sometimes, like, if I do a stupid long video, like over 20 minutes, I'm like, I hope this uploads. I hope they don't give me crap. But
Yeah.
I think I've gone as far as 23 or 24 minutes. But yeah, you used to have to have 1,000 subs to do a live,
Yeah.
without people on it, and something else.
Well, you couldn't monetize unless you had 1,000 people. Now I think it's like 500.
I like the old days though, when when everyone's not polished. I don't like polished videos.
Right.
I don't like polished videos. I don't like intros and blah 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 and commercials or here by the but I like the unpolished old videos, and I've been going to watching your older videos. When I get bored, I'm gonna watch an old Tim vid.
Yeah.
You're in your other garage.
Well, any more of my videos are starting to be old.
It's awesome. Same with like Elvis Ammo. His last couple videos, they started getting weird. That's not him. It's like the laying on the cardboard, and it's not him. It's not the same.
Right.
You go to his old videos, and you're like, yeah, that's Elvis Ammo. That's unpolished. Screwing up all the time, doesn't edit it. It's like, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I don't like polished videos.
Going through there, and you just know it's going to work out right, and it don't. It's like crap.
Yes, you see everything. You're there for the ride. I like that. It's not.
Yeah. Well, I can remember that there was a point where I would not show my loads and stuff, and guys are going, come on, you really got to show us what your loads are, or we don't know if you know what you're doing, if it's good or bad for us.
Yeah. Yeah. James still watches your old vids. Yeah.
I noticed James is starting to do more vids than they used to.
That's the goal running video. I don't know where that came from. He dropped something all the time. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Always dropping a bullet, and the dryer's going right next to him. Ka-clink, ka-clink. The dryer. I did a video spoofing Elvis on that, and I'm doing an Elvis video, and I'm right next to the dryer, showing the dryer. I love it. I love it. We're there for the ride. None of this editing, polish crap. And I can't stand tactical videos. These tactical guys.
Yeah.
saw one the other day. Oh, it was all I could do to get through 2 minutes of it. And I was trying to find out about a certain thing, and I couldn't bear the guy. Get me out of here. Please. Give me an average guy, just doing his thing, and he's not tactical. He's not polished. Oh, well. Are we rambling, side chat? Probably.
Yeah, but that's what makes a chat.
Yeah, anything can happen. Yeah. That's another thing. I don't like subjects. You got to stay on this. You got to do this and that. No, not in my chat. You're not.
We've been changing it up quite a bit tonight.
Well, that's not how we communicate in person or have a beer at the counter. We're not. Oh no, stick to the subject. We're not going to go there. No politics or anything or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works in real life, people. If you like unpolished, you should love mine. I haven't seen one of your vids forever. Maybe since I've been deleted, I'm not sub to you anymore, Tread. Hang on, let me.
Last ones I remember were like Christmas lights and stuff.
Well, the Christmas tree was on the Christmas chat years ago, right? Let me click on Tread. I can do it from my iPad. Go to channel. Let's see if he's got any new ones. I'm not subscribed. That's because they deleted me, and I can't. You're on your own to sub to people again. Okay, that's why I'm not subscribed. Last video. Wait a minute. Newest. Oh, okay. All right, so 3 weeks ago. All right, Tread, sorry about that. That doesn't look like Tread. What the heck? Is that a turtle? Tread, what's going on here? Do I have the right Tread? Yes. There's no shooting vids. What have you been up to? Did you move to a safari or something? What is going on? Critters? Okay, anyway, Tread, I'm sorry. Here's the thing. When you get deleted from YouTube, all your comments are gone off everyone's videos. All your subs you don't have anymore that you sub to. So you don't know, you can't remember how to sub to everyone unless they reply to your video. They basically make you a ghost, so you have to start everywhere. Okay, went to the Columbia Zoo. Okay, Tread, I'm sub now. And anyone in the side chat, if I'm not sub to you, let me know, because you can't, remember everybody, and then you got to go find them on YouTube like a search. Look for Tread, and then you get Uncle Jim's Worm Farm. You know what I mean? Okay, he hasn't shot in a while. Okay. Well, I knew that was you because of the logo. And I clicked on you. All right, we got that solved. So I tried to sub back to everyone, but sometimes they slip. What's that noise? Suction?
I hear that.
Tim, what are you doing, Tim?
I ain't doing anything, but I did hear it.
No, when you stop, it stops. This is like a comedy movie, okay?
Well, there it went. It's kind of like a monster or something.
Oh, Gunsmother's giving Tread crap. Filming monkey rape. Oh, Gunsmother, that's funny. That's like something Jag would say to me. Not me. Cat scratching the mic. Cat. Oh. So anyway, I think I'll do a couple loading videos. You got to be careful now because they'll just, like Pat says, I'm due for another removal. But I want to do some 6-shooter Texas bullets, load them up. Bench is pretty clean. How's your loading bench looking, Tim?
Oh, it's horrible.
Mine was bad.
You know, it is me making that noise. It must be my heater.
It's like something's rubbing or.
Because I can mute myself and it does.
Hmm.
The only thing I've got going is a heater.
Do you want me to download your intro and send it to you?
If you can.
Well, I think in a text it won't take it that long. It won't give it to you like that. I probably have to send it to you through an email or something. I can do that. I'll try.
I guess I could go back to an old video and see if I can download it or something.
Yeah, just go to one of your shorter videos that has that intro, and there's a download right below the video there. It'll say download it, upload it on your phone, and then put it on your editor and just chop off the back, which should be easy on KineMaster because you just, once it's on there, you just go to here and then chop the back off.
Yeah.
YouTube made me good. First strike removal. Wait a minute. I thought you're off the hook, Mike. I thought you got strikes, but you're off the hook now.
They're training you how to stay within the guidelines.
Oh, they're training you. Well, okay, this is what they want you to do. You have a pre-screening before you upload a video. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, well, YouTube offered you this, so you can click on that and it'll run your upload through that first, and they'll tell you yes or no.
Wow.
No, I got copyrights all over the place. I copyright music all the time, and they'll just say your video can't be shown in Russia due to copyright on the music. I don't give a crap if the Russians can't watch.
Wow.
Yeah, but you have self-screening now. That's their new invention for communism.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Tin Man is still up. Hey, Tin Man. I hope you got some time off now. Oh, the kitty should be in bed. You should be able to chill now. He's probably on the couch with a salmon thong on, watching TV.
Oh. That's funny.
Oh, he gave me crap yesterday because I showed a picture of the tractor and the quads already with plows on. And he goes, there's no chains on them. And then today he said, I told you.
Funny.
Oh, that was a job delay. Reprogrammed. They'll let you stay. Yeah. Yeah. You can still load, just don't show the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can cast if you got a little black box hiding what you're doing. You're just sitting there, tap, tap, tap. Oh, you can't see. Oh, you can't see that.
That's funny.
That's how you get away with it, but it's easy to get dinged. Yeah, I know. It's slick. That's slick. That is a weird sound, Tim.
It is.
It is. And he smiles.
It's got to be the heater.
I don't know. It sounds a little weird. All right. Do I have battery? I need a smoke. Yeah.
Well, Jim, I hate to say this, but I'm getting tired. I'm going to get off
Okay.
here.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on, Tim, and we'll cut her short. I hope I have enough for the third. Yeah, I think so. All right.
It'd be nice if somebody else jumped on here.
No, that's okay. I got to pee anyway. Think Christmas, Tim.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
figure
try
out.
my best to be on here.
It'll be the Saturday before Christmas. Well, I think it is on Christmas. It'll be the Saturday before Christmas.
Okay.
Okay. And see if you can make it. And I'm glad you came on tonight.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad I got on here. I actually enjoy this.
Yeah.
Every time it seems like I get to where I can get on here, something happens.
It's
It's
just
like during Halloween, grandson had to freak out and be all stupid, and I had to get off here and smack him down. Just not literally. I didn't smack him.
Yeah, chats are neat because you can just chat with your buddies that live somewhere else, and it's awesome. It's like we all know each other now. If we saw each other on the street, it'd be just like now.
Oh, yeah, it would.
So, okay, Tim, you have a good one. Take care and think Christmas.
Okay.
And new intro. Let's do
Okay.
the steps. Okay.
See you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Good night, Tim. Oops, they enlarged. Ooh, I have no choice but to be enlarged alone. Oof. Anyway, side chat. And again, why do I look red in this lighting? I'm not a tomato, people. I don't look like this in real life. Anyway, side chat. Love you all, and we'll see you next Saturday. And prepare for Christmas. All right. Until next time, thank you, love you guys. Okay, I want to emphasize that.